Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And in today's stream, we're going to discuss the cryptocurrency market, because on today's stream, Bitcoin indeed dropped off last night here. And on today's video, we're going to discuss what are we expecting right now for Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin maybe still going to fill up that CME gap that is right now literally trading a few dollars below us? So on today's stream, we're going to talk about that scenario as well. We're going to look at several things we said yesterday that Bitcoin had to do in order to, of course, increase its momentum shift towards the upside. So, of course, right now we're going to discuss some charts that are telling us, okay, this is the things that we could be right now in this page for Bitcoin. And as well, of course, today, it's the last day here in November. So the last day in November as well means that today, after today, we're going to close the monthly candle. So it's going to be quite excited about where Bitcoin and, of course, the monthly candle close is heading towards right now. So if you do want to be finding out about exactly all these kinds of things here, don't forget to right away slap up that like button. And of course, let's jump right away in towards the content here. So guys, right away, starting off with the 4-hourly charts here on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now, indeed, yesterday evening increased very significantly towards the upside. And yesterday evening, indeed, we were talking about this critical downward slope resistance line that we have been looking for, of course, for quite a while already. While we were yesterday trading above it, I said, yeah, this is looking very good, but we do still know Bitcoin has another 2 hours before it's going to close its 4-hour candle. So, like you can clearly see here, Bitcoin came all the way down here, and of course, not officially broke out here. And since, of course, it was not able to close its 4-hourly candle above this critical level of resistance, we were not confirming a breakout. And that was, of course, pretty unfortunate to see here, because eventually, what you do want to be seeing on this market here is that Bitcoin is going to break out here on this 4-hour downtrend. But unfortunately, since we were not able to close the 4-hourly candle above this downward slope resistance line here, this is, of course, resulting in a further correction from this point here. Right now, of course, Bitcoin did clearly get rejected. It moved down ever so slightly, and it came down towards the lower side of the 4-hour support. So you can clearly see the lower side of the 4-hour support is basically this horizontal range over here, where you can clearly see Bitcoin on the 56k found several times very strong support on this level. And today, of course, we got our first retest of this level, and so far Bitcoin is successfully holding up towards this horizontal range here. So yeah, it is looking a little bit unfortunate because we got rejected, but so far we're holding up towards this very critical horizontal level of support. So Bitcoin is doing a particularly strong job by seeing this kind of a bounce back from up this level. Right now on the imminent short term is going to be as well quite exciting on how it's going to be playing out here. But we do still know here is that Bitcoin yesterday evening did clearly form still this bearish divergence on the 4-hourly candle, since it was not able to form a higher high than the previous high over here. And of course, a bearish divergence is a regular bearish divergence. Sorry, this isn't hit a bearish divergence, to say correctly. So yeah, you can clearly see over here, lower high on the market, higher high on the RSI. This is a hidden bearish divergence indeed. And you can clearly see we did play that out here. And there was also another reason why the market came down ever so slightly from that point. So yeah, that was pretty unfortunate to see what we got over there. The Percy right now, I do expect a bounce back towards the upside. And of course, it's the last day of the month here, and we're going to be, I already tweeted about it several times here, I do think that today is going to be an extremely bullish day here. And you know why? I'm real quickly going to look towards some different charts here. So if we're as well going to look at the 4-hourly chart, and we have been looking at this 4-hourly chart several times, guys. So you can see clearly we formed the falling wedge, we broke it towards the upside, we retested, we continued our way up here. Right now we got the second successful retest. We're still not falling below the falling wedge scenario. So far, this downward slope resistance line that, of course, provided us massive amounts of rejections on the market is so far still providing us very strong support. So yeah, definitely, I am not starting to be panicking on this time of recording. I do still see this as an extremely strong bounce here, and just, of course, like we told you guys, we're as well bouncing from horizontal support. This is, of course, most likely going to be enabling us for a potential leg up once again here from the current time of recording, and that could be then lead, of course, towards a further continuation towards the upside, and then we could be going for the next retest. And of course, like I told you guys already several times on the channel, the more times you're going to knock on a certain door here, so the more times you're going to retest the level of resistance, the more likely it's going to be that you're going to be breaking it. And of course, if Bitcoin is going to be bouncing and finding a bottom on this range here, this is inevitably as well going to change the trend for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has been forming lower lows along the way down here, lower highs as well along the way down here. But how a downtrend usually shifts here is first with a higher low structure. So if we're going to form a low over here and we're going to confirm this higher low in the market, this is going to be, of course, a very bullish structure. And of course, this is going to be allowing you to accumulate very strong positions right now on the current time of recording, because yeah, there are still some assets out there that you can be trading right now here with very, very good risk to reward ratios, like HOD, of course. But that's a thing that will come back later today on the stream here. But yeah, Bitcoin indeed could be right now start to form this higher low structure, what could be then of course lead for to this further continuation up here as well. We can clearly see bullish retest here on this falling wedge scenario, could be only lead towards a further continuation up in my opinion as well. EMA ribbon so far holding up the Bitcoin price action as well here, and clearly shows us we are seeing a very strong bounce here. Of course, the 50-day moving average, we are trading below it on the 4-hour time frames, but we have been trading below this level several times here, and I should not take this as your main indicator. But for sure, this is very interesting thing that we are currently seeing here, and it looks to be that the EMA ribbon is still providing the support on Bitcoin right now on the exact time of recording. But then of course we do as well know we have still this CME gap below us. We have a major CME gap below us, and of course the CME gap that we're currently having below us is of course another, let me see from the current time of recording, is another 3% and 3.4% below us right now here. So I already put up a poll in the chat here, and I asked you guys in the chat, is Bitcoin right now going to fill up the CME gap? And of course 63% of the chat is saying yes. What you can currently see here on the market is that Bitcoin already scooped up an ever so slightly part of the CME gap. I will be not adjusted yet here, but yeah, you can see we went in towards the CME gap, we filled it ever so slightly, but it is of course not completely got filled yet here. Just like you can see here on the CME chart, we filled it a little bit here, but afterwards we right away started to be moving and curving back towards the upside again. So Bitcoin not officially, filled the CME gap yet here. So of course, if Bitcoin is going to fill the CME gap, we have to see another 3.4% decrease from this current time of recording in order to completely fill it. Of course, I still yesterday said as well to you guys out there that it could be a scenario that Bitcoin first is going to come down here and then going to push up very quickly to fill up the CME gap and then continue its way up here. So if Bitcoin is going to create a very significant leg down from this current time of recording, I do still think if we're going to go to the lower side and fill the gap, that we could be creating an extreme big wick on the lower side, and Bitcoin could be of course flip extremely bullish from that point as soon as we're going to fill it. So that's going to be quite exciting to look forward towards right now here. But personally, yeah, still we are looking towards the 4-hourly candles. We're holding up towards these ranges. We still got another 4 hour in this 4-hourly candle, so everything can still happen right now here. So far we're holding up towards the horizontal range here, what I do think is going to be holding us up particularly well here. And of course a major wick on the lower side to once again shake out more long positions could be as well still a thing that could be very likely on the market. But of course what Bitcoin could be as well do from this point here is see a minor increasement, come down again here, and then form this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. If we're going to see such kind of a structure, this could be leaning, of course, towards a further continuation down here. And of course, this is a clear, hand and shoulder span, and that could be then lead towards the continuation towards the downside. But for me on right now, not personally, necessarily anticipate that right now here. But if it's going to be playing out, this could be leading to the CME gap getting filled there and maybe an even further continuation down. So definitely not everything is over yet here, because if we're going to look at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly candles, what I told you guys several times here is that the highs are still forming lower highs along the way down, right? So we're still in a lower high trajectory, and as long as you're in a lower high trajectory, you are in a downtrend, and that is of course showing that you should be a little bit more bearish, because you always trade with the trend. But what you are right now looking for, and if you want to be making significant gains in the cryptocurrency space here, you're going to look for trend reversal signals. And of course, if we're going to look at the RSI, we can currently see, and as well the MACD here, we can currently see here that the market has been forming higher lows on the RSI, so basically showing us we're losing standing pressure. But on the MACD, not necessarily we're seeing the same divergence. But of course, if I'm flipping it up towards the daily time frame, we are as well still seeing a bearish bias structure getting formed here on the RSI and on the MACD. So I'm not seeing a clear reversal structure there yet here, and that is the thing that I do want to be seeing here for me to call a trend reversal. Because if you don't know already where my channel is built on, I mean, we always on the channel are likely to catch these trend reversals, because I personally think here, if you're going to catch a trend reversal, you're going to make the biggest gains in the market. And right now, yeah, we are particularly close towards a trend reversal. Of course, if Bitcoin is going to form this higher low in the market right now here, this could be the beginning of this trend reversal. And of course, if Bitcoin afterwards breaks through this high over here, we could be in for a continuation up here. But of course, the low is not officially in yet here. And if Bitcoin is going to just continue its way down here towards the lower side of the parallel channel, yeah, we're just going to casually continue this trend towards the downside, what is of course going to have a wider bearish effect on the market. But then we're quickly going to say to you guys out there to raise the awareness, Bitcoin yesterday as well closed its daily candle outside of the daily falling wedge here. So what we're right now essentially seeing here is that Bitcoin as well broke out of the daily falling wedge. So Bitcoin is right now seeing as well a breakthrough of this trend line on the daily time frame, together with Bitcoin, of course, breaking out of the RSI downtrend. I personally do expect we're going to see a way further increasement towards the upside, and that is also a reason why I do think right now this is a daily retest of the falling wedge, excuse me. And of course, this down slope resistance line is currently getting retested, and of course, as soon as this retest successfully comes in here, what we're currently having, I do think we could be seeing a massive spike towards the upside. So daily time frame is not looking bad at all here. Daily time frame is looking particularly strong here, and of course I've been explaining it several times here, these blue lines on the market are showing an RSI trend breakthrough. And of course this RSI trend breakthrough is going to be crucial to look at, because every single time we do get an RSI breakthrough, we tend to see the prices literally go sky high. We see the prices of course increasing massively in a very stealth trend towards the upside. So I personally still expect that Bitcoin could literally flip this daily candle in towards a very big wick and continue its trend up here, or we're going to do a doji candle, we close it in the middle, and of course further on increase in towards December. So I'm personally getting very excited about it. I mean, we can clearly see the giant trend got broken here on the RSI, and this is going to be leading us towards a continuation towards the upside. And this is as well for me a clear trend reversal signal, because a falling wedge is a bullish bias pattern in a downtrend. And of course, we are right now broke out on the 4-hourly candles, on the daily candles, and of course we broke out on the daily RSI, what clearly gives me a signal right now that we should start to get an average society a little bit more bullish here as well. Real quickly going to look at the Bitcoin weekly time frame, to be honest, because if I'm going to look to the Bitcoin weekly time frame, we were as well looking for some kind of a downward slope resist line, upward slope support line. This one is still, of course, currently in play here. If the market keeps going down, we're going to break below it here. If we're going to increase from this point, yeah, we could be still seeing increases further on from this range. This one already got broken out over here, if it said correctly. Oh, it was on a 3-day. That was what it was. So yeah, Bitcoin, of course, as well forming an critical downward slope resist line from the highs here. You can clearly see this is going to be a very important level for Bitcoin to be breaking through here on the trend here on the 3-day time frame. So it's going to be as well very important on how to see how this is going to be playing out here. But so far, yeah, still bouncing between these ranges, but it looks to be that the RSI is definitely squeezing in towards an apex as well here, and that we're going to be most likely see a major volatility shock near, let's say, January or December, January. So I think, yeah, for sure, if we're going to look to Bitcoin in the coming 2 months ahead of it, it's going to be really go exponential, because what we're right now seeing here basically on the market, so this is a very easy thing to say here. So let me remove these rungs for a second, and let's just purely look at the charts, what we do expect here, right? So what are we seeing? We're seeing an exponential higher low structure getting formed here. So the market is going more and more exponential. You can see here, this leg up was quick, but this leg up was even quicker. And you know, with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, every single leg, you're going to go further in towards the parabolic structure. And of course, right now, I do think the third leg is about to start, but it's usually the last leg here in such a parabolic structure, just like you saw over here as well. So if you're going to look in the Elliott wave structure, you see the first impulsive wave here, second impulsive wave, and we're not forming diminishing highs, not at all. And then we're right now going to look for the third leg up here. And personally, I do think the third leg up is going to be the quickest leg up here, and that has always been true here in Bitcoin. It's always how Elliott waves work here. The third and last impulsive leg is usually the most exponential leg here, and of course it could be very likely that the bottom is right now in, or that we are very close towards the bottom, just like over here, that we're going to be maybe see a little bit more sideways action before then shooting up here. But we can clearly see here, Bitcoin is forming exponential lows, exponential highs, and this is of course a thing that you should take attention towards, because it's pure market structure that is looking extremely bullish for Bitcoin right now here, and this is for sure a thing that you do not want to be missing out on. And of course, Bitcoin is for sure an asset that you do not want to miss out on. By the way, Bitcoin is indeed pushing up once again here, 56. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful shoot up here. Literally another $200 got added to Bitcoin literally while we were just looking at it. So Bitcoin is indeed finding its way back up here right now. Of course, what you can see in the daily time frame right now is that it is once again trading above this downward slope resistance line. So like I told you guys before, and like I said several times before already, and Bitcoin, by the way, trading above the 57 times US dollars almost once again here. I said it several times in this stream here. I personally think you should start to get a little bit more bullish because all the puzzle pieces, putting them together, clearly makes a view for me that you should be starting to get bullish for Bitcoin right now here. Because if you're right now bearish on Bitcoin, I definitely think you are going to be missing out on the massive gains we're about to make on this market. So guys, everyone is saying it here in the chat here. Bitcoin is pumping indeed. Bitcoin is trading above the 57,000 US dollars once again, guys. So this is, of course, absolutely lovely to see here. You can clearly see Bitcoin bouncing back from the 4-hour support line, and you can see it's trading already 57.2K. It's definitely a major pump we're currently experiencing on the market. So guys, make sure to put on your seatbelts because I've warned you guys several times before here. Today is going to be a major day. Today is going to be one of those most important days here because it's the last day of the month here. Monthly candle close is going to be allowing us to see a lot of volatility in the last few hours of the day, especially the last daily candle basically of the monthly candle. So indeed, Bitcoin is indeed pushing up here, 57.3K. This is a beautiful candle that we're currently creating. Of course, still going to say to you guys out there, this red box above us, you can see major resistance flipped into support over here, but then we felt to hold on towards it. This is going to be a level that is still going to be approaching us and still going to be providing us, I have to say, basically, a lot of resistance on the market. So that's going to be quite crucial to see how Bird is heading towards from this point. But everyone is saying it and everyone is loving it in the chat here as well. I see a lot of people saying Ethereum is pumping as well. So yeah, I've been looking at Ethereum several times. Yesterday, we did clearly saw Ethereum got still rejected by this downward slope resistance line, but right now it looks to be that Ethereum is trying to go for another push through of this downward sloping resistance line here. So it's going to be quite exciting about where we are heading towards from this point here, but I'm definitely looking forward towards seeing Ethereum closing its 4-hourly candle above this downward slope resistance line. And as soon as Ethereum is going to be closing above this resistance line, this is going to be leading for a very, very significant continuation up here, because this resistance line on Ethereum, and I will be going a little bit more in depth about Ethereum in a second here, by the way, guys, but this downward slope resistance line has been basically getting formed here since the all-time high on Ethereum, and as soon as Ethereum does break this trend line towards the downside, this is going to be releasing a lot of downward sloping pressure from Ethereum, and this is going to be allowing Ethereum to really see a further continuation up in a very rapid pace towards the upside as well here. But guys, before getting further in towards the content, real quickly going to ask you guys a favor. Guys, can you right now slap up the like button? That's the question that I want to be asking you guys. So that's the favor I want to be asking you guys right now. I see we're already watching with 900 of you guys out there, and I see that we're only having 128 likes here. Well, we are already 16 minutes into the stream. So guys, don't forget to slap up the like button right now here. Let's go right away to 400 likes here. I think we easily can reach it. Of course, the more people slapping up the like button, the more viral cryptocurrency content is going. The more viral cryptocurrency content is going, the more people will be getting exposed towards it. So you're not only helping me out here, but we're going to be helping the whole cryptocurrency industry out by slapping up the like button. It will be truly appreciated. But give me a second real quickly. So what I'd like to see me theory right now here, I already told you guys about it in the beginning of the stream, of course. CME gaps tend to get filled, don't always necessarily have to get filled. And right now you can see here, it's not filled yet here. It got partially filled a little bit here. And so far, yeah, it's not filled yet here. But Bitcoin wicking ever so slightly on the top side. Hopefully we're not going to create a huge wick on the top side here. Would be not amazing, of course. Already 360 US dollars down here, but of course everything can still happen on this push up towards the upside. So it's going to be quite exciting on how it's going to be playing out right now here. Of course, we already explained to you guys about why Bitcoin is going to be bouncing here right now in the imminent short term, so I'm not going to go over that again here. Of course, daily time frame have been explaining to you guys that I do expect a major wick on the lower side getting created here, or a candle close like this here could be very likely to expect here. So let me real quickly as well go into the monthly candle here before going to wrap up my Bitcoin thoughts here, before we can go over, of course, Ethereum and some different assets, of course, on the market. But what we can currently see here, Bitcoin is about to close its monthly candle. We're 15 hours away from it, not minutes, hours indeed. So we're right now 15 hours away before closing the Bitcoin monthly candle, and this is going to be a crucial candle close because this candle is extremely close by its previous all-time high in terms of, yeah, monthly candle closes. Like you can see over here in May, we formed as well this previous all-time high resistance around the 58.7K. And right now we're trading on 57.2K. So if Bitcoin could be seeing another 1,500 US dollars push up towards the upside, and we could be closing its monthly candle above this range high here, I personally will be approaching this as an extremely bullish retest, and then I can start to become even more bullish for December. Of course, if we're not going to do so, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not going to be bullish at all. It will only allow us that the market is going to look a little bit more weaker on the monthly time frame, and what I would like to see is, of course, the monthly time frame looking extremely strong for Bitcoin, so we could go in towards the next month with a lot of confidence, of course. So while we are seeing, Bitcoin is of course coming down already particularly quickly here. After this major surge towards the upside, Bitcoin is coming down ever so slightly here. So we're going to keep our eyes wide open about what Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to do right now. Like you can see over here, let me right now start off with my Ethereum thoughts, of course. Ethereum got rejected. No, not rejected yet here, because we still got another 3.5 hours before this 4-hourly candle is going to close here. But you can see Ethereum is coming down massively already here, while Bitcoin is trading below the $57,000 again here. So yeah, critical downside resistance line. This is not an easy level to be breaking through here on Ethereum, and we are once again getting rejected by this range high here. So it's going to be quite crucial to look on towards this level. If we're going to look to the daily time frame, yesterday again, Ethereum did got rejected by this level here. And you can see this is going to be for sure a very crucial level here from the all-time high. Daily resistance from the all-time high towards the levels that we're already trading on, provided Ethereum rejections along the way down here. So yeah, it's for sure not a level that you should just approach with a grain of salt here. It's going to be a very crucial level for Ethereum to be breaking through. And of course, like I just told you in a moment ago here, as soon as Ethereum does break this trend here towards the downside, we could be then, of course, increase our momentum back towards the upside. And then I do expect Ethereum is going to be respectively set a very quickly a new all-time high for the market. So Ethereum right now 12% away from its all-time high. If we're going to look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is right now not 12% away from its all-time high. Bitcoin is, of course, respectively 21% away from its all-time high. So Ethereum is definitely closer towards its all-time high than Bitcoin currently is here. And I do as well expect Ethereum to show us more strength in the coming days ahead of us, as soon as Bitcoin is going to cool off ever so slightly and just to do normal again here. So this is going to be quite exciting. Ethereum, of course, on the 1 hour candles is coming down massively. It has been moving up, of course, in this particular big trend here towards the upside, but like you can see right now on the left side of the screen here, we are forming a bearish divergence because the market keeps going up. Here. It's a regular bearish divergence, like you can see here in the screen here, of course. So where the market keeps going up here, RSI, so basically the indicator in this case, the RSI, keeps coming down from up this point here, and that is the reason why we right now see a bearish divergence getting formed on the market of Ethereum. So that's, of course, quite important to know here. High highs getting formed, lower highs on the RSI. This is, of course, a significant momentum loss we're currently creating on the market. So this could be having a little bit more of a bearish effect on the imminent short term on Ethereum. But yeah, it's going to be quite exciting how it's going to be playing out. But personally, I do already see this bearish divergence did play out here, and Ethereum could be right now recovering from off this range here. But of course, what my main scenario is going to be like always, is going to be this resist line on the 4 hourly candles. And as soon as we do break this resist line on the 4 hourly candles, that is going to be giving me the signal. Okay, we're either going to look for continuation up here, or we're either going to look for, of course, a continuation down from up this point here. But if we're going to look at horizontal levels for Ethereum, we do know that Ethereum has quite a lot of the support right now still where it's trading on. Of course, on this range here, what we're right now trading on is as well, crucial resistance range. Basically, you can clearly see over here, this level provided previously resistance, provided support, resistance, and right now once again resistance. So it's going to be quite an important level to keep your eyes out wide open on. Of course, if we're going to look at a different level, you could be looking at lower ranges over here where it provides very strong resistance and support in the past. So if Ethereum is going to come down here, it's most likely going to find some support around the $4,200 range here. So keep your eyes as well wide open on that level over there. So it's going to be quite important to see where we're heading towards. Let me see here. Rover freaks out when Bitcoin goes up by 500. No, I'm not freaking out. I'm just trying to make some entertainment. I'm just trying to make some content, bro. Let me see. How is he a moon boy? He just said it can go up and up. I mean, you know, some people say maybe I'm a moon boy or whatsoever, but you know, people are going to always say you're a moon boy if you're bullish on Bitcoin once it is down here. And that is very stupid from the people that are not bullish when Bitcoin is down here, because what I always say here is if you want to be making money in a market, you have to be bullish once it is in a downtrend. And some people are going to call you moon boy. I don't care. And of course, how people are going to call me, I don't care, because I don't care about different opinions about what people think about me. You know what I care about? I care about making money. And you know, it is just the fact that if you're going to be bullish on Bitcoin once we're in a downtrend, you're going to make the most amount of money. Because if I've been bullish on every single downtrend, and every single downtrend I get the same word from everyone. I mean, I've been so bullish on the spirit over here this whole time. I've been accumulating and stacking up more Bitcoin. I've sold nothing, and I've been only accumulating. You know what? Everyone called me a stupid moon boy as well. Over here, September, I was so bullish over here. People said, no, we're first going to go back to 30K. And I was so bullish, I accumulated more, sold absolutely nothing. People called me a moon boy. Right now, again, over here, I've been accumulating more and more and more. People call me a moon boy. People call me a stupid person that's going to think the market's only going to go up from this point. But yeah, it is likely to expect the market is going to go up from at this point, because we're seeing a lot of reversal momentum reversals together with reversal patterns that are getting created here. And of course, I don't care how people are going to call me, but these are facts that we're currently seeing in the market. If you're going to be bearish on the market right now here, I think you are really lacking your analysis. And of course, everyone has their own opinion on the market. That's always a good thing to have here, but I like to be buying into downtrends. And you know what? I'm usually the most bullish person out there. If Bitcoin is in a downtrend, I'm always so bullish, because that is the time to become a moon boy. It's the time to be a moon boy once Bitcoin is in a downtrend. Of course, you know how it works. I know how the psychological side of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency videos works here on YouTube, because if the market goes down here and you make bearish videos, you get more clicks, you get more people that like it, because people are emotionally attached towards the market. People always want to hear what they want to hear. And if the market goes down, they want to hear it's going to go even further down. If the market goes up, they want to hear it's even going to go further up. But that is not how it works as a realistic trader. So I don't care what other people think or what other people say here, but this is of course how the market works. You usually have to counter trade emotions, and that is maybe not going to be the most popular opinion out there in the market, but it is going to be the most profitable opinion out there on the market. So please take that in consideration. Let me see. When in doubt, zoom out. That's for sure true. I don't think anyone thinks that is a bearish trend here. I mean, of course, if you're going to zoom out, it's not a bearish trend. That is true. If you're going to zoom out towards a monthly time frame, you can clearly see we're forming higher lows, higher highs. This is not a bearish trend. As well, the weekly time frame, we're forming higher highs, we're forming higher lows here. So that is, of course, for sure not a bearish trend. Some people are asking me about where's the CME gap on the lower side at. It's the 54.7K on the lower side, and the top side already got a little bit filled here from the $56,000. So yeah, CME is pretty important right now to look at, but of course, like we always tell to you guys out there, CME gaps tend to get filled, but don't necessarily have to be getting filled here. So that's going to be quite excited about where we are heading towards from this point here, and I'm definitely looking forward towards. But guys, further on, I real quickly want to be asking you guys a favor. If you haven't already slapped up that like button, make sure to do so right now here. But as well, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so right now. We'll be definitely appreciated. We're right now only 8 subscribers away before smashing it up to 70.3K here. So will be truly amazing if 8 of you guys right now can slap up the subscribe button. Will be literally mean the world to me, and let's see if we can reach this target today. I will be, of course, truly pleased if we can reach the 70.3K target here. I'm definitely looking forward towards it. Let me see. Stick to the reality for sure. Indeed. So let me move further on, and let me look towards a different coin here. Of course, we went over Ethereum, but let me real quickly discuss the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation. So Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, what have we been seeing over there? A reason why right now I do think Ethereum is about to be exploding here is because Ethereum compared to Bitcoin broke out, of course. So we have been looking several times towards the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, and I've been several times explained to you guys out there is that if you want to be making gains on Ethereum, how you would be trading Ethereum is look at the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, because if Ethereum is going to gain valuation against Bitcoin, it's good to be buying Ethereum, right? But if Ethereum is not going to gain value against Bitcoin, it's a bad buy, because then Bitcoin is going to give you better returns, right? So what we can currently see here is that Ethereum has been trading in this downtrend for quite a while. Since May 2021, we have been forming rejections on the highs here. And right now, after 3 successful rejections, we are right now, yesterday, officially saw a breakthrough of this range here. And we're right away continuing the market towards the upside. So we did as well create the bull flag in the middle of this pattern. And you can clearly see this bull flag broke out towards the upside. Price target of this bull flag has a target around the 0.084% of a Bitcoin. So from off this point, this means that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is going to see another 8% increase against Bitcoin. What is going to be a very, very strong increase that we could be generating from this point here. I'm for sure right now looking forward towards where we are heading towards from this point here. You can clearly see resistance on the highs getting formed here, broke above it right now. I do see clear skies ahead of us for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. So Ethereum looks to be, of course, gaining way more against Bitcoin in the coming days ahead of us, especially since we broke this downtrend. I see Ethereum going towards this 0.08 percentage range, easily going towards that, and expect as well more bullish price action for Ethereum as soon as it's going to be breaking this downtrend here on the 4-hourly candles. And of course, together with Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation, what I'm seeing over there is for me very likely to assume that that Ethereum is going to for sure see a further increasement towards the upside. But real quickly, update on Bitcoin. Bitcoin closed this 1-hour candle just literally 10 seconds ago. And yeah, we create a particular big wick on the top side on this 1-hour candle. So that's, of course, a little bit more unfortunate to see, because what you would like to see eventually is, of course, yeah, a more solid candle towards the upside, because if you're wicking towards the upside, it clearly shows you there's a lot of sell pressure on the on the top side right now here. But of course, what we do like to see here is, of course, that we are going to clear the sell pressure on the lower ranges, because I rather clear sell pressure on $58,000 than, of course, doing those 70k, because the sell pressure will be way higher for the people that are going to sell the same amount of Bitcoin on the higher ranges. So it's good that we're right now seeing the distribution in the market, and the people that are really willing to exit the cryptocurrency market are exiting right now here, and the people that really want to be entering on the lower price are right now entering as well here. We do know as well that yesterday Michael Saylor announced, so MicroStrategies basically announced that they bought the dip once again with over 1,000 Bitcoins for an average price of $59,000, and the price of Bitcoin is right now $57,000. So very exciting what they're doing. So very exciting where they're working on, and of course they're not stopping accumulating the dip. Of course, El Salvador as well bought the dip here. Are you going to follow the smart money? Are you going to follow the institutional money, the big money, or are you going to follow the smaller players? So yeah, Bitcoin indeed created a big wick on the top side, but right away starts to be moving up on the next candle afterwards. But yeah, personally, since seeing the 4-hourly candle close like this here and the 4-hourly candle perform like this, we do expect a continuation towards the upside, of course. So can you please chart Solana? So let me go over Solana for a second for you guys out there. For sure, I would love to go over Solana here. So Solana moved up, of course, particularly bigly, moved up back in towards this previous support zone over here. You can make the screen real quickly so you can clearly see previous support, broke below it, rejected, broke above it, and support right now once again. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking for right now on Solana. Solana is indeed bouncing very strongly off its previous all-time high. So you can see previous rejection from all-time high, flipped into support over here, afterwards once again flipped this level into support. So this, of course, a particularly strong range that we did flip into support, and I'm looking forward towards where we are heading towards from this current time of recording, because yeah, we clearly did saw a bounce from this range here, and this is lovely to see, of course, seeing a bounce from the all-time high, because yeah, so far Solana is every single time it's retesting its all-time high, bouncing from of it. Of course, what I will be saying to you guys out there, the more times we're going to be retesting this high over here, the more likely it's going to be that we're going to break it. And as soon as we do break the previous all-time high here, I personally see much further decrease towards lower sides here. So please be very cautious with Solana. Of course, from its all-time high, it bounced back 6% here. What I always say about Solana right now as well here is, like, if you're going to be accumulating Solana here, you do have to take in your back of your mind that you're not going to make a 10x from here on, or maybe a 100x. That's still what people anticipate. But Solana, of course, right now is trading on 61 billion. It's not going to do a 10x from here on very easily. So please do anticipate that here. But for sure, Solana could be seeing a further increase from this point here. Looks to be consolidating ever so slightly, just what it was doing last time around here. And this consolidation period could be maybe then allow us to create another significant leg up here, just like we did here last time around with a 60% move towards the upside. So what I will be saying to Solana holders out there, I don't think that Solana is going to create massive moves unless Bitcoin is going to cool off here. If Bitcoin is not going to create these shakeouts the whole time here, it's going to Solana that's not going to be benefiting from it. So yeah, we have to wait ever so slightly, but as soon as Bitcoin does flip bullish again and Bitcoin does break its all-time high again, I personally do see at that point that Solana could be absolutely exploding once again, just like we did last time around here on the momentum towards September and of course October, November. Those were very good months for Bitcoin. So that is the reason why I do see a further continuation for Solana as soon as Bitcoin does going to be flipping bullish again. So just keep your eyes out on the Bitcoin market. And of course, if the Bitcoin market is looking good, that could be having a wider positive effect on the Solana market as well here. So that's a thing that I am personally right now looking forward towards. as well, real quickly, going to give you guys an update here on crypto.com. Crypto.com came down massively. Of course, it broke down of here of this this symmetrical triangle. We were creating, of course, an ever so slightly symmetrical triangle, and I did told you guys about this very critical previous support range over here. And I don't know if it's on the 1 hour even more significant. No, it's on the 4 hour very significant. So you can see clearly support range was getting found here. So far, holding up towards this level here. Personally, we're going to then increase once again here. This level could be still provide us very strong resistance ahead of us as well. This downward slope resistance line could be still providing us very strong resistance. So I will be continuing these lines here so we can keep our eyes wide open on where we're going to find some resistance on. Those are both two very critical levels of resistance right now where we should be aiming for. So I'm very excited about how Crypto.com is going to be reacting towards this level. So far, it's definitely cooling up here. It's all the way down here to 70 cents right now. And I'm very excited about where it could be heading towards from this point here. But personally, I do expect that we are going to be, of course, cool off ever so slightly. But for sure, right now, right now, still creating this higher low structure. And of course, a higher low structure on the market is still going to be having a relatively more positive effect on the market here. Bullish on XPR Proton. Can you show some info? Of course, we already checked it yesterday. Proton, of course, it's a 200 million market cap, very low market cap. But I don't necessarily have a very big opinion about it, especially if we're going to talk about lower market capitalization coins here. Because you could be having more volatility on those coins there, and that could be definitely lead towards pretty interesting things here, of course, playing out on this market. So what you can see over here is that it has a lot of inflation. So that's of course a thing that you should be careful with, because look at this coin here. This is the realized price, and this is the realized market cap. So here on, let me see, this was November. Here on the 13th of November, we were trading at an all-time high in terms of market cap on 320 million. But of course, we were trading in a price all-time high here in October. So there's a lot of inflation on those coins. So that makes it for me less attractive to be buying into us, because literally the market cap was 1.5x as high, but the price action was lower. So there's quite a lot of inflation in this token, so please be careful with that, and that is a reason for me to stay a little bit away from this token, and that's a reason for me to expect that it's not going to necessarily give you a good long-term hodl coin, of course. So take that in consideration. Of course, it is a DEX exchange, and DEX exchanges, are definitely pumping right now here, but it looks to be there's quite a lot of inflation, and I don't like to see once tokens have a lot of inflation, of course, here. So Evan Killer is right away asking us, would you like to have a look at AVE? Has it huge potential, in my opinion, break out of the downward trend line? Love the stream. So FM Killer, thank you so much for supporting the nation, and let me look in towards AVE here, and let's see what kind of potential it indeed has here. So let me right away move in towards the daily time frame, and let's see first of all what AVE is doing on a wider scale here. So AVE, of course, has been really cooling off here, and personally, if we're going to look to the next big trends here, what we could be expecting, of course, right now we have the crypto gaming sector, what is absolutely exploding, and we want to be looking for the next big trend thing here right now, right? So before we're going to go over the next big trend thing, guys, where we can make very significant gains with, I would like to ask you guys if we can slap up that like button. We're right at 46 minutes in towards the stream, watching with 1,000 of you guys out there, and we only have another 13 likes to go here till we're going to smash it up to 400. So guys, we'll be truly appreciate if you're going to slap up another 30 likes on the stream so we can smash it up to 400 likes here. So don't forget to slap up the like button right now, and we're going to go further into our content. And of course, what I was basically talking about is that I personally think that the next big hike cycle is going to go towards the DeFi sector. I think just like a year ago in January 2021, we're going to be having the same hype amount for the DeFi sector. So I personally expect that coins like AVE are going to do very well here, because AVE is as well a DeFi project here. AVE is as well a DeFi project here, and I personally think it could be having a very good and it has a lot of potential as well here, since it's of course particularly much down here from its all-time high here. Was trading on 8 billion, right now trading on 3.3 billion, so it's particularly big down here, and it's of course the DAO structure, so it's a pretty interesting coin what they are doing right now. Of course, they have a lot of bridges with certain blockchains, so it's of course as well pretty excited about what they are doing here. But yeah, it's trading definitely at a very low price right now here. It came down as well particularly massively. If we're going to zoom out towards a weekly time frame, you can see so far we're still forming a higher low, but I do want to see this continuation of this trend go further up, of course, from this point. Right now, the current time of recording, we're in approximately let me see how much percent down, 170% down from the all-time high. That's of course respectively quite a lot here, and of course on the immediate short term we are in a particularly big downtrend, like you can see over here. So market has been forming lower highs there along the way down, and this is of course really providing a lot of resistance on the market right now. Of course, we already did broke some trend lines over here on the market that you could have been looking at, and of course, since these trend lines got broken, the market of course was flipping a little bit more bullish right now here. But indeed, it's a very strong downtrend. Of course, the risk is most certainly particularly high if you're going to buy in such a downtrend, but like you can see already in this downtrend over here on AVE, this is going to be providing a lot of opportunities. You're forming a bullish divergence on the market over here, resulting towards a very significant push up towards the upside. And of course, you can right away see 20% surge in just a matter of a few days is already a very solid gain in the market, in my opinion, right now here. So yeah, what you can as well look at right now, if you're going to look at some horizontal support and resistance, you can see right now we got rejected by the range high here. Previous bottom was found in this range, right now providing resistance. That's very likely to expect here. If we're going to come down here, this could be your accumulation range here, around the $238, because that is a very strong level of previous resistance that then could be flipping into support, and that could be once again a higher low in the market, but could be eventually, yeah, lead towards a continuation up here. But firstly, yeah, is AVE a good buy right now? Of course, we're still in a very strong downtrend. As soon as this downtrend will be getting reversed, yeah, this will be allowing us a very good buying opportunity. I don't necessarily see this as a bad buying opportunity right now here, but still, this for sure risk that you could be maybe see the price action even go lower from up this point here. So it's very hard for me to say what I right now should be exactly doing, of course, from this current time of recording. But if we're going to as well look at the Fibonacci, let me set up the Fibonacci differently. If we're going to look at the Fibonacci, we can currently see here that the Fibonacci is bouncing us back from the 0.786 here. And that is, of course, relatively speaking, a little bit more bullish here. So this is looking a little bit more better here. AVE bouncing back from the 0.786 here. Hopefully, we are going to see a significant bounce from this range here. And if this level could be flipping into very strong support, yeah, we do have to break above the 0.618 here. But as soon as we do break above this range high over here, I think the downtrend is shifted, and then you could be looking for increasements in very, very rapid basis. So yeah, AVE is not a bad buy in my opinion. It's a good project, and I think there's a lot of potential what they're having. Of course, approximately 0.20. Sorry, oh no, wait, it's 15 billion $15 billion US in total locked value. That's quite a lot for such a project, of course. So yeah, it's definitely very, very exciting project. I don't think it's a bad project at all here. There's 15 billion locked in it, so it still has a lot of potential to grow towards certain levels here. So it's looking good here. It's looking good. So Bitcoin, of course, coming down ever so slightly right now here. 48 minutes left in this 1 hour candle, but like you can see, it's right now forming an ever so slightly red candle over here. Do we need to Simon Lead was saying bull trap since 2012. I mean, for everyone who's saying a bull trap every single time here, indeed, we have been apparently in a bull trap since 2012. And I mean, if you don't know what to do here, just trade with the trend here on Bitcoin. And if you don't know what the trend is here, you go towards the logarithmic time frame. You're zooming out and you're going to look what is the trend we're currently having on Bitcoin. The trend on Bitcoin is your friend till it ends. So the trend is your friend till it ends. And does this look like a downtrend? No, this does not look at a downtrend at all. It's an 11-year uptrend, 10-year uptrend, of course, that we currently are having, 11 years almost. So this is definitely very exciting here. I mean, trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. As long as you hold your Bitcoin long enough, you're going to be profitable. Don't expect that if you're going to be buying Bitcoin today, that you're going to be making so much profits tomorrow that you literally can retire from everything. No, that's not how it works here on crypto. That's not how it works here on Bitcoin. You just have to you have to be cautious. And of course, the most important strategy and the most important skill you need here in crypto is to be patient. But of course, a lot of people are impatient, and that is where it goes wrong here. People are not patient enough. And of course, if you're going to look back here, guys, and 2022 is around the corner, guys. I mean, 2021 flew past us in a very quick manner. But what can we be expecting for 2022 here? I mean, what we can see for 2021 here is that we made an approximately 100% surge from year to date, of course. So what are we going to have for 2022? I think we're going to see similar gains here. We're going to see similar price surge towards the upside. The market is going to go up. I mean, of course, in 2021, we only went, of course, only one day below the price of 2021 here. So that's pretty interesting, the opening price for 2021. So the year to date was always been in a profit here, and personally I do expect that as well here. I mean, I can't wait for the 2022 candle, the yearly candle for Bitcoin. I mean, there's not a yearly candle. There's not a yearly candle, unfortunately. Maybe a 365 daily. Oh yeah, there's a yearly candle. So look at the yearly candles for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin almost has, of course, sometimes it has red candles on the daily time frame, but usually it doesn't here. Of course, we are right now for approximately 14 bars, so for quite a while we have been in an uptrend over here. And of course, in 1 month and 2 days ahead of us right now, we're going to close this yearly candle for Bitcoin, and you can see we have only got 2 clear red candles over here. So I personally think it's going to be likely to see another green candle afterwards, but of course it could be as well a red one, because you can see over here 1, 2, 3, 4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be once again red. So it's going to be quite exciting. Of course, history tends to rhyme, but not necessarily has to repeat itself. So it's going to be quite exciting on how it's going to be playing out over here. I'm definitely can't wait to see how the market is going to unfold itself in the coming year ahead of us. So it's going to be quite an exciting one. And I mean, I can't wait for next year. I mean, yeah, next year is so close right now, guys. And what I should suggest for everyone out there as well, if you're, let's say, an investor or whatsoever, set some goals for yourself. Set some goals you want to be reaching in 2022 here. I made some goals for myself as well. Maybe they're not realistic, maybe they are realistic, but I set very, very high goals for myself, what I want to be reaching in 2022 here. In 2022, I will become 21 years old, and I will be, I want to be making certain goals. I want to be achieving a certain amount of goals in my 21st living year, of course. So I'm definitely looking forward towards what we could be having over there, and I definitely can't wait to see what we are going to be having. Let me see. Head and shoulders on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we already discussed there's potential head and shoulders unfolding on the market if we're going to come down from this range here. Bitcoin can indeed form in head and shoulders, right shoulder, left shoulder, head, and this could be resulting for further continuation down from this point. So it's going to be quite exciting on how it's going to be playing out from this point here. We're going to keep our wide eyes open right now here, but for sure everything can be still happening. Live Les is saying, love your content, very helpful. Hope you reach 100k subs soon. Also, Uniswap is bad? No, Uniswap is not bad. Thank you so much for your support of the nation. First of all, thank you for, of course, wishing me towards the 100k. And guys, to be honest, yeah, we are right now, it's well already surpassed the 70.3k. So indeed, that 100k target is indeed coming closer every single day here. So thank you so much for slapping up that like button, of course. But is Uniswap bad? No, I don't see that Uniswap is all too bad here. Let me go to Uniswap here, of course. Uniswap is very good here. The only reason Uniswap is, of course, not performing as well like it is used to do here is because the gas fees are still ridiculously high, of course, right now. And, of course, basically all swap exchanges are down right now. We are not seeing, of course, any swap exchange with, of course, a lot of hype around it. So, personally, I do see, if you're going to look to Uniswap, it's a very good accumulation range here. You're buying at a particular low price right now for Uniswap, $20 below $20 is particularly low here. Of course, as well, if we're looking to cake, we can see if we're looking to cake, we can clearly see as well, it is well trading particularly low right now, $14. And that's, of course, allowing you a very good buying opportunity, in my opinion. Of course, 6 billion in total lock value. Of course, there's quite a lot of value locked in these swap exchanges. So that's the reason why I do still think it has a lot of potential in the future. It's very, very exciting where Uniswap is heading towards here, $20 only right now here. We're still trading on a very good risk to reward buy here. You can clearly see very strong support, very strong support, very strong support, and I personally do expect this level is going to be holding us up very well right now on the current time of recording. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we're going to be having from up here. First, you can clearly see on the Uniswap price section, I've been drawing a downtrend, of course, that we have been witnessing for quite a while over here. So major downtrend getting formed here on the Uniswap price section. And of course, as long as we're going to be trading below this downward slope resistance line, we are going to be in a little bit more of a bearish period. But of course, this is going to be, of course, eventually look at a descending triangle. Descending triangle is a more typical bearish bias pattern. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point here. And hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside once we're going to be breaking out of this range, of course. But personally, I do expect we're going to see continuation up if we're going to be breaking out of this downward slope resistance line. As soon as we do break out of this downward slope resistance line, it's going to be, for sure resulting in a very significant continuation towards the upside. And this is going to be resulting in a very, very, significant lag up here towards the upside. Of course, we could be as well maybe approach like a symmetrical triangle. But personally, if you want to be accumulating Uniswap right now, I should always look at this green box over here, because this green box has been, historically speaking, a very strong accumulation range for Uniswap. And right now you're trading on this level. So yeah, you're indeed buying towards a particular low risk for potential high rewards here. So Bitcoin, by the way, flipping its 1 hour candle here in towards the green again. So it's lovely to see here. By the way, in the imminent short term for Uniswap, What are we having over here? It's not bad at all. No bullish divergence get formed here because we formed a high low in the market. But indeed, we are seeing the momentum getting lost here on this downtrend. So that's, of course, a beautiful thing to see here. High lows getting formed here on the RSI, lower lows on the market. So momentum is definitely shifting right now here. We could be in for a very significant momentum shift here anytime soon here. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point here. But I think Uniswap is indeed a very good decentralized exchange here. And that could be leading towards a way significant further increase from this point here. Of course, they have a lot of bridges. So indeed, Ethereum 2.0 doesn't necessarily matter here because you can be as well paid with a lot of layer 2 solutions what are allowing you to be buying with very low fees here. So very exciting here. Sunday swap, remember me. I mean, Sunday swap, of course, is not out yet here. It is out. No, it's not out yet here. It's going to come out here. This is the swap exchange for the Cardano network. Guys, I want to get in on this one. I want to get in. And by the way, guys, very interesting news about Cardano. I saw that Cardano got delisted for eToro. This, of course, already in November 23rd here, but Cardano is going to get delisted in 2022 for US users for concerns for regulations, of course. So that's pretty unfortunate. But what we do know here is that Sunday Swap is going to be, of course, a swap exchange for a Cardano network. And guys, I mean, damn. I think that all these swap exchanges are going to be having a positive effect here if we're going to see Sunday Swap coming out here and being successful, of course. But personally, I am going to be buying tokens of Sunday Swap here. I definitely can't wait to see how it's going to be performing like, and I definitely can't wait to be, use the Cardano network to, of course, to buy certain altcoins. And of course, the altcoins that are going to be bought on the Cardano network are going to be crazy here. But I'm looking forward towards the Sunday Swap exchange, decentralized exchange here, the DEX, of course. So DEX are usually, of course, doing already particularly good here, DEXs. So I think this DEX will be as well doing very good here, this decentralized exchange here. So I definitely can't wait to see what they're doing. A decentralized trading protocol on Cardano. And it's going to be very, very exciting here. And as you can see, enter the app is coming soon here. I can't wait for it. And of course, this will be as well not only having a positive effect for the Sunday Swap market itself, but as well, if this project is going to come out here, it's going to be having a very positive effect on the Cardano price action indeed, because it will be allowing more a volume on the Cardano network, and that's going to be, of course, bringing more attention towards Cardano. So is Cardano a bad buy right now? No, it's not a bad buy at all right now here on this current time of recording. So let me see what we're going to be having over here. Can you please talk about Cent? So let me go over Cent here real quickly. Cent indeed came down here since the game came out. So have I been warning you? Have I been, of course, exactly forespell this exact structure that we're right now seeing on the market? Yes, so far I have, because I told you guys out there, as soon as the as soon as the Cent game, the Sandbox game, is going to get released on the 29th of November, I personally see we're going to see a further continuation down here. Since then, indeed, we have been seeing this continuation now getting formed there. It looks to be that we're forming, first of all, a lower high on the 4-hour trend here. So Sandbox has been in a very significant leg up here, right? Right now, it's consolidating on the top side of a parabolic run-up, and it's forming a lower high here. So lower high getting formed, this is pretty unfortunate to see here, because this is allowing a downtrend to get started here on the Sandbox price action. Of course, as long as Sandbox is going to form a high low as well over here, we could be then form a consolidation pattern over here, and consolidation pattern is not going to be all too bad here, but for sure, this is going to be still quite important on how it's going to be performing right now. If it's still going to form a high low in the market, this is going to be leading towards a major consolidation phase here, what is going to be then lead towards a major breakout. But and then we could be still seeing the increase towards the upside, of course, because this is just going to be a continuation pattern. But of course, consolidation on parabolic run-up is never a good thing to see here, in my opinion, because this is usually going to be allowing us to see more significant momentum loss getting generated on the market. Because if you're going to look at the momentum indicators, like you can see right now, we're losing a significant amount of momentum, and that is, of course, a little bit more unfortunate, because you do not want to be seeing momentum getting lost on such a significant rally towards the upside as well on the daily time frame. A huge amount of momentum getting lost here on the uptrend. So I do personally think that there's going to be an ever so slightly top getting found here on Sandbox right now here. I do see Sandbox cooling off ever so slightly, and of course, if it's going to create another leg up here, it will be absolutely smashing my expectations. I already went out of Sandbox here. I took my profits, because right now I'm preparing myself for the next big hype run up here we're going to get in the cryptocurrency industry, and I'd rather be buying into towards cheaper projects right now than, of course, buying into overextended projects. So Mr. Mogul here. I want a nice scalp here, 2.3%. Any recommendations? So good morning, first of all, and nice that you're here, Mr. Mogul. And you want to be scooping up a very nice, nice scalp trade. And let me quickly look. I don't know exactly. We want to be looking for one, of course. If we're going to look maybe at HLD here, HLD is of course falling below support ever so slightly. Still going to say to you guys out there, if we're going to look at the funding rates here, HLD is still trading massively in towards negative territory. You can see HLD trading in minus 0.31% here. So the risk to reward to accumulate HLD right now here for a nature short squeeze is definitely here. So HLD is not necessarily going to be allowing you a scalp trade, but it is going to be allowing you a low risk buy right now in terms of spot buying here. But for a scalp trade, I mean, we want to be ready to look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, but right now it's definitely catchy times right now here. I should, Mr. Mogul, I'll be keep my eyes wide open. If I do see an opportunity on a certain coin here, you will be the first one to know here. So we're going to be streaming for quite a while today here. And of course, if I do see an opportunity, I will be letting you know right away here. So definitely very excited what we do have over here. Sorry, I just came in here. No problem, bro. I bought Ethereum and Sand. I think Sand right now is a little bit too high of a risk to be accumulating it, man. We were just talking about Sand, of course, but I do think that the risk to accumulate Sand right now in this range is definitely particularly high here, because yeah, you're buying into a top of a hype cycle of crypto gaming, and I don't think that crypto gaming is going to be over, but I do think that crypto gaming is definitely at a peak of its hype right now here, or at least close towards a peak of its high. Let me as well look at Mana, of course, Decentraland, the other crypto gaming project. Yeah, Decentraland is of course right now looking particularly interesting. It's forming that symmetrical triangle over here. It's squeezing in its price action of this very strong support line towards the upside, downward slope resistance line, and this looks to be of course a very significant symmetrical triangle that we're right now creating. So Decentraland is right now squeezing itself in towards an apex. Is going to be most likely, yeah, see some more consolidation in the coming days ahead of itself. So it's going to be quite exciting about where it is heading towards from this current time of recording. But personally, yeah, I do believe that we could be seeing some more continuations towards the upside if we're going to be breaking out towards the upside, of course, in this case. If we're going to fail to hold on towards support, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, resulting in a more continuation towards the downside. But it's going to be quite exciting. It's going to be quite important what Decentraland is going to do right now here. But of course, for the first time in its trend, it has been as well forming a lower high. So indeed, there is a significant amount of momentum also getting generated right now, and that is for sure for everyone a thing to keep your eyes wide open right now here. So Mr. Mogul as well saying, I was thinking of buying Rune. 1 million. Let me see his Rune. What we do have for Rune right now here, of course. A lot of people are getting excited about Rune here because, yeah, what we do now here on the 25th of December, they're going to launch their mainnet Rune. And, of course, they're going to be most likely more hype going towards Rune here in the coming days ahead of us. So it's going to be quite exciting how it's going to be playing out here. So we still have another few days ahead of itself. So we have another 24 days here till we're going to go in towards the 25th of December, and of course it's going to be quite important because that day is going to be, yeah, the mainnet getting launched for Rune here. So I'm very excited if we're going to see a major amount of hype coming towards the market. Of course, we're basically trading in a massive consolidation phase here for Rune. So if this is going to be as well starting to be breaking out, this will be allowing us for insane increases in valuation. So we'll be keeping my eyes wide open about where Rune is heading towards right now here. If we're going to look at horizontal support, I'm not necessarily see a very strong level of horizontal support we're right now trading on. If we're going to look at the imminent short term, yeah, we're basically getting sideways, not a lot of special things playing out right now. We're forming higher lows along the trend here, so it's going to be quite exciting about what we're going to have here. But personally, yeah, we're forming higher lows, so indeed you are right now forming an uptrend on the imminent short term, and it could be, of course, result in a very good buying opportunity that you're right now buying in towards. So Bitcoin, by the way, coming down ever so slightly, 56.5k again here. We'll keep my eyes wide open about what Bitcoin is about to do here, because Bitcoin could be maybe go down for this plunge to fill up the CME gap. So it's going to be quite exciting about how it's going to be playing out here. But for sure, Rune is indeed still forming a lower high from the highs, of course. So yeah, you can clearly see lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and right now we're starting to set higher lows here. So I mean, it's definitely a consolidation phase that we're right now trading on the 4-hourly candles. But as soon as Rune is going to come closer towards the 25th of December, I mean, it would be for sure expect the mainnet. Oh, the mainnet is delayed, not 25th anymore. Oh, it's delayed, and that's the reason why we came down probably. So that could be maybe having a little bit more of a bearish effect here for the coming days ahead of us. But if you're going to be maybe investing for the coming 2 months or so, and if they're going to be, yeah, then still release their mainnet, it's going to be still having a very good positive effect on the market. So yeah, pretty unfortunate to see here, but it's not the 25th anymore. So that's pretty unfortunate. So Yeah, then I don't know exactly if it's going to be a good buy necessarily right now for the imminent short term, but for sure if you're going to hold it long enough, it's going to for sure not be a bad buy at all. XRP and Stellar Lumens are so bad, lol. There's definitely some issues between the XRP army and the XRP haters, of course, in the chat. But guys, stay friendly with each other, of course. Stay friendly with each other. Let me see. Please don't spam in the chat, because if you're spamming, you're going to get blocked, of course, in the stream. So that's definitely not appreciated. Bitcoin farming a cup and handle the 4-hourly candles. Let me quickly look in towards the 4-hourly candles. Bitcoin farming, I mean, I have been saying it several times here. Yeah, you can be looking to cup and handles every single time here, but don't necessarily is my most favorite pattern. But we do have here on the market. Cup and handles can be, of course, very significant, but those are not really candlestick formations that I do like to talk about and that I do like to trade here. So for the 4-hourly candles forming a particularly big wick on its top side. 1-hour candles, well, particularly red here. Still going to have another 30 minutes in this 1-hour candle right now, so we're going to close the 30-minute candle as well anytime soon here. So let me see. If Shiba gets to Robinhood, they could be a potential top 5 coin. I mean, I do agree, because Robinhood are all these retailers in the USA are just buying on Robinhood, and of course they're just brainlessly buying into Shiba most likely. So this is pretty interesting if what is going to be happening. But of course, what we did saw here on Shiba is that it is, of course, absolutely shoot up here towards the upside here in the past 2 days. So you can see clearly once again, while Shiba was down massively, it shoot up another, while Bitcoin was down, of course, it shoot up another 42% here in just a matter of 1 day. It's crazy that Shiba does these kinds of things here, but still, I'm going to say it's a shithole. You can clearly see it's going down in a significant downtrend. Of course, from the high to now, you're still 44% down here. So be careful with buying into Shiba. If you want to be buying into Shiba, approach it like you already lost your money. If you're going to accumulate Shiba, see it like you threw away your money in a trash can, and maybe in a few years from now on, you're going to still find a few pennies out of it. Or maybe you're going to find a few $100 bills, you know? So I should definitely be very careful with buying in this project. Don't expect that you're going to be... Don't see this as a good investment. See this as a meme investment, because it's a meme coin, and see it as well as a meme investment. So don't go all in on these coins like Shiba or Doge, because if you're going all in on those coins, you're definitely an irresponsible investor, in my opinion. But indeed, it is shooting up here. Nothing to say about that one. They're doing a good job. And of course, if they could be increasing back towards optimized, I mean, it will be crazy, of course, for Shiba. But if they get listed indeed on Robinhood, it's for sure going to be boosting the price very significantly. But in my opinion, I don't think that Shiba does belong here in the top 15 and does belong here on the P11 spot here. So I don't really expect, I mean, I don't really like that this project is standing so high here. But for sure, yeah, pretty unfortunate that it is standing right now so high. But yeah, looking forward to where it could be heading towards from this point, and hopefully you could be seeing a further increasement for the people that are holding it as well. I can tell you already, it's never going to reach the $1, because the circulating supply is way too high here. To reach $1, we literally need a 550 trillion market cap coin. 550 trillion, and Bitcoin is already trading on 1 trillion. So I can tell you already, one thing that's never going to happen is Shiba reaching $1. Because yeah, it can't have a 550 trillion market capitalization, because the biggest asset out there on the whole world, I mean, 550 trillion, that's like, no, I think gold is like 5 trillion market cap. So it's then going to be 100x as times as big as gold. So that's not going to be happening, right? So please stay realistic, and as well, if you're going to say it's going to reach $1, you don't understand how crypto works, apparently, because you don't know how to calculate prices. Everyone is betting on Shiba. I mean, I'm still going to stay away from it. I mean, why you hate Shiba? I mean, I'm not saying I hate it. It's an irresponsible investment if you're going to make it over here. I made an 36x. Of course, that's very nice. But the point here is you made a 36x. That if I'm going to say it's a good buy right now, and people are going to be buying it over here, there is no chance you're going to make a 30x from this point over here. There is no chance that Shiba is going to do a 30x from here on. And that's, of course, the point that I'm trying to raise the awareness from. Because Shiba is not going to have, let me see, 900 billion market cap. It's not going to have a 900 billion market cap from this point here. It's not going to overtake Bitcoin. It's not going to overtake Ethereum. It's just a realistic thought here. Of course, Shiba can do a 2x from here on. Shiba can do a 3x from here on. For sure possible. But more than that, no. Because a coin is not going to do a 100x after it done already, it's 100x, you know? So that's the thing that I want to say to you guys out there. I'm not necessarily hating on it. I'm just trying to, of course, protect my audience before getting wrecked here, because a lot of people that are, I know so many people that bought into Shiba here on the highs because they were excited about it, because they saw the market going up, and you know what, they're right now crying in a corner because they lost 50% of their valuation because they bought into Shiba because they thought it was a good coin to be buying because it was only going up and up and up. But of course, what always happens here, major hype run-ups and these big players are distributing, and of course you get wrecked here. So I think it's an irresponsible buy. If you buy Shiba, you just approach it like you threw away your money, and maybe it's going to get something worth in the future. So don't see it as a responsible buy what you're doing. So your huge gains are gone. I mean, that's the point that I tried to make here. I mean, I do not look at all these other coins that we're right now looking at, like you have Dogelon or whatsoever, all these stupid coins here. I will be very careful with those. But there's so many, of course, S coins, meme coins that could be literally still do a 100x from here on. So please be careful. But yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, last time around I was walking in Utrecht and I saw like an advertisement about buy another dog name, like a stupid dog name, just say Shiba, just say a dog name as a crypto, and they were advertising, and I thought, oh, pretty interesting. I'm going to look. Market cap was 100 million. It's literally like the people making those coins, they are going to advertise with the money you invest in it, and then they're going to pull out the block here. So you please be very careful, because like if I went to their site and I saw not even who was working on the project at all. It's just a meme coin project where you should be very careful with. And all the money they make here, they invest in advertisements, just like Flucky. I don't think Flucky is good here because they're investing all their money into advertisement. And of course, I don't know if you see it, the money that literally people invest in get used for advertisement. And you can see Flucky moved up very quickly. It had this market cap. Oh wait, you can't see the market cap even. It had a very significant increasement here, and right now it came down massively. But you don't know, if you don't know yet here, Flucky uses all its money that people invest in for marketing. You can see in Amsterdam they have like these trains with Flucky on it, in like London as well, if I say it correctly. But yeah, it's just a shit coin. People know it. I mean, there's no fundamentals, there's nothing worth on this coin, and they're investing your money for marketing so they make more money themselves. So I'm very careful. I should be very cautious with that. Let me see. Crypto.com is doing the same law. Yeah, I mean, Crypto.com eventually, yeah, indeed, they're using as well your money to invest in marketing. Crypto.com, but the point here with Crypto.com is, yeah, they're investing in marketing with your money because that's literally what happens because you're buying towards the project. But they're using as well, they make money because of the fees of the platform, and they are using the money from the fees that they make from the platform to be buying into promotions. So that's all different because Crypto.com really has a use case. Crypto.com is an exchange, and Crypto.com earns more money so they can be investing more money into advertisements if they have more users. So it's a win-win for them. I mean, Crypto.com is a whole different thing here. They're not taking money out of their coin to be investing into marketing. No, it is money they make with fees that they're investing in marketing. It's not money out of the coin. So yeah, you can maybe compare those two, but I don't think it's a right comparison that you can make with each other. Let me see. I like Crypto.com, but it's basically doing the same. I mean, it's not doing the same here because they're using their fees to buy advertisements, and the coin is not really used for the advertisement at all here. It's more the exchange, and because if the exchange grows here, it's going to be it helps them to of course grow the coin as well eventually, because yeah, the coin, they basically Crypto.com, why they have a coin is to gain attention, because you know why Binance, the biggest marketing they have, Binance, is their Binance coin being on P3. That's the point. And you know what Crypto.com want to be as well, standing in the top 5 place. They're going to be burning more tokens. They are not going to pull money out of the project. No. You know, the biggest marketing Binance has is their coin on P3. This is just crazy marketing. Everyone is going to look at the biggest cryptocurrencies. They see Binance coin. Oh, that is exposure on P3. It's the top 3 biggest coin out there. This is major exposure for people. And Crypto.com want to compete with that because Crypto.com is competing with Binance coin. And it is just massive promotion to be in this top 10, in the top 10, you know. Everyone knows the top 10 coins. Everyone knows. If I ask anyone knows Ethereum, if I ask anyone here here, they probably know Binance Coin. They probably know Tether as well. I mean, the top 10 is so popular. Everyone knows Dogecoin. Everyone knows Shiba. Everyone knows Polkadot, you know? So it's basically marketing. So it's that's how they are approaching it, of course. It's marketing. Being a big cryptocurrency is pure marketing. So take that in consideration. You called Crypto.com on 0.07 cents. That's true. I even called it on 3 cents, but then I not even had a YouTube channel. So, I mean, I'm holding Crypto.com for such a long time here. And I was very bullish about Crypto.com because I thought their investment strategy on how the company was doing so is a very good structure, what I do like to invest in. Because I knew, like you can search this well up on the internet. Crypto.com is not using their money they make from tokens because they are, let's say, minting tokens or whatever. Because Crypto.com is not minting tokens, first of all. That's not the reason why they're paying all those advertisements. No, they're paying their advertisements from fees. And how do you think like other companies, like Binance is not advertising at all here because they have such a big of a user base. But I personally think that Binance eventually will be getting overtaken by Crypto.com because Crypto.com has a way better investment strategy. But yeah, I mean, I bought Crypto.com coin on 3 cents here in 2019. I hodled this coin for so long, and I literally made a 35x from it. Of course, in 2 years' time. But I mean, with Cardano, I made a 100x in 2 years' time. So that was, of course, a way better hold. But this is just the beginning for Crypto.com, and I've been very bullish on it. I've been calling it as well over here. Before this hype run up here in January, February, I made so many videos on it, and of course, only the real OGs on my channel do know here. This hype run over here, we were buying in towards over here on these ranges over here on these first minor pumps as well. And right now, since then, I've been hodling, I've been accumulating more, and yeah, right now it's trading on these crazy levels here. And I've always been bullish on Crypto.com because it's just a company with a very good vision. It's a company that wants to be expanding their company, and they don't see an end target, and that's what I do like here right now for me as well. You can, let's say, maybe you're like you're an entrepreneur, and my camera. You're an entrepreneur. You want to make money, and my camera is doing very weird. It's doing normal again. So maybe you're an entrepreneur and you want to be making money, and your first target is 1 million. You reach your target, are you going to stop? No. I mean, if you're a good entrepreneur, you're not going to stop. You're going to go for the 10, you're going to go for the 2 million. Then you're going to go for the 5 million. Then you're going to go for the 10 million. Then you're going to go for the 20, 50 billion. It's how it works. And that's as well what Crypto.com is doing. They're just working so hard. And I do like how they're doing it. And I do see the company even growing further on. And guys, by the way, let me see. Crypto.com is a good buy below 70 cents here. I sold mine on 73 with a small profit. I mean, I sold a bunch of my Crypto.com tokens, and I still have it on my app here on 94 cents here. What absolutely was a very strong sell. But what is a good buy? I think the current range that we're running trading on is definitely not a bad buy because we're trading on horizontal support. But personally, if I'm going to see this level getting filled to hold on towards, your buy will be 56 cents here, 57 to 56 cents. At least that is where I will be looking for an further increasement on towards the upside, and that's will be a range where I will be looking on to accumulate more of these tokens. So it's going to be quite exciting here. It's going to be quite exciting here. But personally, yeah, this is going to be a very strong resistance range that right now is going to flip into support. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Banks Illuminati Globi's coffin is anti. Yeah, I mean, bro, I don't know. I don't know. Chainlink is dead. No, Chainlink is not dead. So many people say projects are dead, and that's not how it works here. People say Chainlink is dead or Cardano is dead, whatsoever. Chainlink is not dead at all. It's distributing once again, just another phase of distribution, and these are the times that you should be benefiting from, because this is the time that you could be buying some cheaper Chainlink tokens, of course. So that is what I say. I'm loving my ass off. Chainlink is one of the biggest. How is it dead? I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying. So, I mean, Chainlink is getting used by so much projects, and you don't even know. Chainlink is not dead. In the background, this oracle from Chainlink is getting used on 60% of all the projects. So, very, very exciting. Daniel saying, I swapped 30% of my Crypto.com to VeChain. I mean, I recently, yesterday as well, bought more VeChain. I saw I had some more USD Tether on my account, I was not aware of course. And I right away swapped it to VeChain because I saw VeChain was, of course, standing particularly low here, below 11.6 cents or so, and I right away swapped it for VeChain again. So I'm very happy that I did do so. But yeah, very exciting here. But not compared to Ethereum. But yeah, pretty interesting. So Chainlink, of course, is going to form this high-low structure on the market. It's currently still forming this high-low structure on the market. It's definitely not losing steam. It's increasing steam. Of course, everyone thought it was that over here. But what basically happened on this major phase down here was a massive distribution of the Chainlink hodlers, the people that want to be, that really made it like the 10x from here on, 20-30x. I mean, I bought as well interest on $2, and it was, of course, a literally 3,000% pump approximately. 3,000% pump here. This token made a very, very big gain here. Then it came down massively, and Rhinos, it's distributed all those people that made massive gains here. And Rhinos, of course, increasing in value again here. So the major big parties, of course, exited the market over there. And right now we're making new steps towards the upside. So I'm looking forward towards it. I mean, I really want to go back in time here for 2019 here, because I made like so much gains here. And I made so much good investments into Chainlink, Cardano, Binance Coin, Crypto.com coin. And those were, of course, extreme good buys at that time here. Of course, Binance Coin scooped up for $14. My friend of mine bought it for $6. And that guy's crazy. He right now lives in the USA, by the way, because went there for study, but that guy is already like settled because he's the same age as me, and he bought like so much Binance coin at that time here, and he sold it on $600 last time around. So yeah, he made a very good profit as well here. And yeah, Binance coin as well made very good gains for him as well for Chainlink, because I bought literally with him at the same time. We bought into towards $2. We bought into Chainlink to hodl it till $4. It was, of course, approximately over here. Before this real hype started, I bought into Chainlink literally at the right time here. $2 approximately, and then it doubled down to $4. And then I just hodled, and it went all the way up to $20, came down, and then still increased further on towards the upside. So Chainlink right now, I think, is a good buy here for sure. Don't see it as a bad buy at all. I personally think it's going to be seeing a way much further increase towards the upside. It's not that. It's an oracle that is going to get used on a lot of that is still getting used by a lot of projects. So it's not that at all. I think that's irresponsible to say. 14 more minutes, guys. 14 more minutes. 14 more minutes. Why? But you didn't sell, so you didn't make it 30x. I mean, I not necessarily sold at the top here, but I did sold my Chainlink off. I always have distribution phases here, and how I always approach it is like, I'm taking certain amounts of profits of my holdings. If I make like 20x, I take profits. If I make certain targets for myself, and I not took 100% profit, of course. No, I have not done so, but I indeed took a significant amount of profit on my Chainlink holdings. Just like my Binance coin and Crypto.com coin, I mean, Crypto.com I sold recently around 94 cents here. My Binance coin I'm still hodling. I've never sold that one. My Cardano I sold on $3 literally as well on the top. And of course, guys, it sounds like very silly because I literally sold every single time the top here. But as well for Cardano, I made like so many warnings about Cardano that I took profits here on $3. And so many people were hating on me at that point here. So many people were hating on me while I was taking profits, because people don't like to hear the truth here, apparently. But you can literally see everything still back on my channel here. I've made so much warning videos about Cardano. People don't believe it. At that point, I took profits on $3, bought back on $2 approximately. Right now, of course, that buyback is a little bit in a loss here, but eventually I bought these tokens over here that I sold on the high on 3 cents. So right now what I did is literally double down my position on Cardano. I have right now the double amount of tokens I had before over here. So I'm still in the profit compared to these ranges over there. So a very massive profit, because I literally doubled down my tokens. I literally have 50% more tokens right now on Cardano that I was holding previously around. Right now I have been accumulating a little bit amount of Cardano, but still I do see the continuation for Cardano still going to come towards us as well. What's your opinion about Polkadot? I think it's going to cool up, and it's going to be sideways action. Just like I saw in the beginning of the year. I think it's going to be forming similar structures, and I don't see an exponential rally anymore for Polkadot right now. Yes, indeed, we're still forming high and lows so far, at least if we're not going to come down from up this point. So it's going to be quite exciting how it's going to roll out right now for Polkadot. It's going to be quite exciting how it's going to be blowing out right now. So guys, by the way, don't forget to slap up that like button right now. We'll be truly appreciated as well. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so here. We're right now only 3 subscribers away before smashing up to 320. And yeah, we'll be truly appreciated if you're right now going to subscribe to the channel. And of course, ring the bell notification if you haven't already. We're watching with 900 of you guys, by the way. And I see we're right now only 3 likes away before smashing up to 500 likes, guys. So only 3 more likes, and we're having the 500 likes. So guys, can 3 of you guys right now go below the video and slap up that like button? We truly appreciate it. And of course, while we're seeing so, Bitcoin is getting eaten up towards the upside again. Last 12 minutes here before we're going to go into the 11 o'clock candle. But it's going to be quite exciting. But yeah, Bitcoin flipping this candle into the green again. This looks quite solid, and it's getting eaten up quite fast here in a pretty rapid pace here. So everyone is saying in the chat here, let's go Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumping. I mean, indeed, it is moving up here. You can see in the past 4 minutes moved up 0.6% here. So it's definitely lovely to see. But guys, let's smash it through the 500 likes here. Oh, we even smashed it already through here. So definitely lovely to see here. You guys are absolutely smashing up like crazy right now. So that's lovely to see, of course. What is the next crypto to buy in for 30x? I do have some projects to do at 30x here. I mean, you guys like VeChain. I mean, probably the viewers out here like VeChain, right? I'm personally extremely bullish on VeChain. VeChain is going to bring me a 10x, in my opinion. VeChain is going to, from this point, bring me a 10x. But what if I tell you guys, I have a project that literally does similar things as VeChain. Similar VeChain structures, similar fundamentals as VeChain, but it is a way lower market capitalization coin, and it can easily do a 30x. Let me know if you want me to talk about that coin here, because I do have found a very strong gem here, what I do want to be talking with you guys about very soon here on the stream here. So I'm looking forward towards sharing this gem with you guys out there. I've not took a position in the coin yet here. Will be for sure do so. It's like a 200 million market capitalization token. I've been doing a lot of research on it, and it's literally they have like partnerships with DHL, with PostNL, with like very big supply chain project, with very big supply chain real world companies, and it's a very interesting project. Buy Rune now, haha. I mean, yeah, Mr. Mogul, we went over Rune here, and Rune, I think, yeah, it could for sure not be a bad buy opportunity right now, still forming higher lows. Maybe you could be waiting on the support line to buy $9.06 here, but for sure it's definitely low risk here. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad buy in my opinion, but I do think there are going to be other coins that are going to be bringing you maybe better returns here. Do you mean V-Launch? No, it's not V-Launch. V-Launch is as well a very good project here. But it's a different project that we do have here. But yeah, for sure, I think V-Launch is as well a very good project that is right now on the verge of getting launched here, of course, because V-Launch is going to be going as well down in history here. You can see as well, oh, they got like a news article coming out here on CoinMarketCap. So, I mean, this is literally all the crypto influencers working on one project. V-Launch is going to be a crazy project. This is the most active project, the biggest project out there on the whole cryptocurrency industry. You know, Telegram, the biggest crypto Telegram group, the most active Telegram group here is V-Launch. So, I mean, I should suggest looking in towards V-Launch. V-Launch is absolutely crazy what they're going to bring out. It's absolutely nonsense how big this project is going to go here. It's VBAT. It's going to get launched in December. This coin is going to get launched in December, and it's going to be literally as well able to bring you 100x. And what's nice about this project is that with this launchpad, you can be buying the tokens, and you could be getting access towards allocations on pre-sales, what literally can bring you a 30x or 50x. So, you should definitely check that out here. It's very excited. But everyone wants me to talk about that coin here. But I mean, I do want to be. That's why we're subscribed here. Share. I mean, very much forward to. Sorry, VeChain is not shielded enough by large influencers. I mean, it doesn't really matter that it's not getting shielded enough. VeChain. VeChain is not coin that you need to shield, because well, VeChain is not coin that you need to chill, because VeChain is going to rise inevitably, and they're probably the shilling from big players, from big people to talk about it, is only going to happen as soon as VeChain is going to be absolutely exploding. I personally think there's going to be a lot of people talking about VeChain on the internet as soon as it's going to be exploding. But you know, where I talked about a project that did not explode yet here, and that's the reason why I'm just warning you guys about this significant rally and the significant gains are about to come for VeChain. And personally, I'm extremely excited about VeChain. I can't wait to see where it's heading towards from this point. I think it's going to do an easy 10x. But of course, about that other coin here, please don't say it's not Costa. But that other coin is literally a copy, no, not copy, but it is as well a supply chain blockchain token, what VeChain as well is. But unfortunately, I will be not discuss it on this stream here, because I want to be, of course, go in depth over the project. I want to be going over all the fundamentals, and I don't prepare that right now here. So for tomorrow or the day after, I will be bringing it out on my stream here. And of course, for if someone is going to miss the stream, if the stream is done, I will be putting a timestamp in the video. And oh my gosh, my camera. My camera, come on, camera, do normal. Sometimes my camera just does very weird here. I don't know what it's doing. But I will be bringing out anytime soon here that, in my live stream. I will be discussing with you guys, and I want to be knowing what your guys' opinion is about the project. But it's going to be quite exciting. What does shield mean? Basically talk about the project. I mean, it's a very, very interesting word. It's a crypto word, of course, that we do use here in the space. But yeah, it's indeed a very exciting word. Guys, by the way, right now we're even only 6 likes away before smashing up to 600. So let's slap it up to 600 likes here. We'll be truly appreciate it. Where is VLaunch going to be available? I mean, VLaunch, I don't know exactly. I just know exactly the same amount of information that you guys as well have for me. So VLaunch is going to get, I don't know exactly if they're already out where they do want to be getting listed. It's probably going to be on the launchpad. Or maybe not on the launchpad, but it's going to be going into private still anytime soon here, if I said correctly. But they're going to get launched in December, if I said once again correctly. But it's going to be a big project. What I should suggest is just go to the Telegram group, check it out here as well. If you do want to earn some free tokens, because they're literally going to do give you guys free tokens. Go to CoinMarketCap, and you see over here chat, and you can join their Telegram group here. What is definitely going to be very valuable. So make sure to do so as well. Check out their Twitter page, so you're not going to be missing out on any of their updates, of course, as well. If you're well there on Twitter, don't forget to follow me as well here. And you can see it on the bottom left side of the screen here right now, where you can be, of course, see what you my Twitter track. I mean, put your money in fee. I mean, you always have to decide what you want to be doing yourself here. I'm only sharing you some projects I do know about here. He does. I mean, I'm not necessarily shilling. It's always your own research. You always have to do what you want to do yourself, of course. I'm only saying the things I'm doing here, and that's literally what I do. I just share my own details about the market. And some people say, "Oh, you're shilling VLaunch or whatsoever." But I mean, maybe yeah, I'm talking about it indeed, but it's going to be a fact that this is going to be a major project, and this is going to be a top 100 coin. I can tell you already, this is going to be a top 100 coin that's going to get listed. So either you can say I'm shilling it, or you can either take a position, of course, you have to do whatever you want yourself. But I'm not kidding, this is going to be such a big of a project. Every token is going to be willing to launch on VLaunch. It's crazy. It's like, it's definitely crazy. I mean, this project is huge. It will become very, very big here. And personally, I do, this coin is going to go down in history books, because every single project that's going to get launched here wants to have influencers talking about it, basically. That's how it works on the market. And VLaunch is going to be allowing that. So it's going to be pretty crazy. And of course, it will be as well for you guys, retailers, allow to as well get allocations on certain coins by staking VLaunch. So, and as well, they have like a very big liquidity pool with liquidity rewards. So let me see. CME gap is filled, load up. I mean, CME gap is not filled yet here. I don't know what you're saying, because CME gap is still on the lower side, 54.6k here. So if you go to the CME chart here, you can clearly see CME gap is not filled yet here. So please, that's not true. And maybe the CME gap is going to get filled today. So it's going to be quite exciting. When do you think Coinbase will be listing VeChain? I mean, yeah, I tweeted about it yesterday. I don't know, of course, when they are going to list it. But you guys, yeah, of course, clearly can see here. We did like these tweets where you guys were absolutely pushing these tweets here like crazy. But yeah, indeed, we have to work together, right? So if Coinbase wants to see we want to list VeChain, every like we get, like Coinbase get notified that they are having a tweet where they're tagged in with so much likes, right? So they're going to see it. So I try to push this one towards Coinbase. I would love to get VeChain getting listed on Coinbase, because it will be helping out the VeChain community massively. Of course, if they're going to finally list VeChain, Coinbase is going to be having lots of effect on VeChain price action. I think it will be absolutely exploding. So we as a community, and we as a VeChain community, of course, because I like VeChain a lot here, I like supply chain blockchain, we as a community have to work together to push this towards Coinbase. So that's the reason why I will be trying to push it several times. I will be trying to tag Coinbase as well on my Twitter. So right now, what we want to be doing here, if we were seeing these tweets, we have to share it and we have to like it, like press it like crazy, so Coinbase is going to see it as well. So when it's going to get listed, we don't know. The only thing we can do right now here is work very hard as a community to push VeChain towards Coinbase right now here. So I'm looking forward to watch if we could get this, and hopefully we can see a very significant amount of community members joining us with trying to push this towards Coinbase. Because yeah, we really need VeChain to get listed on Coinbase, and if as soon as VeChain is going to get listed on Coinbase, it's going to be absolutely exploding. I can tell you already. What's the CME gap here? It's basically See me get close in the weekend, opens on the Monday. Of course, the gap is basically the gap what we have on the market, and gaps usually get filled here on the market if we're going to look at back to previous price action. Because in 2 more minutes, the 1 hour candle is going to close here, and afterwards we're going to go in towards the 11 o'clock candle, and it's going to be an exciting candle. We don't know yet here. Most likely it is going to be a quite exciting candle, so we're going to be waiting ever so slightly to see where the 1 hour candle is going to close here. It looks to be a particularly big wick on the lower side, so it looks to be some kind of a hammer candle. Yeah, not necessarily a hammer candle because it's not on the lower side, but indeed it's a very strong wick on the lower side here, shows that there's a lot of buy pressure still in the market. So if this 1 hour candle is going to close like this here, I do expect a continuation towards the upside for the next candle over here. It's going to be very exciting. Pump, Mr. Bitcoin, pump it up. So guys, it's about to go in towards 11 o'clock here, and let's say 3 out of the 5 times, or 4 out of the 5 times, we tend to see a big market pump on 11 o'clock here. So let's wait to see what we're going to get today here. Hopefully we're going to see similar market pumps here on the 11 o'clock. So by the way, Bitcoin flipping its candle in towards the green, what is of course absolutely lovely to see. So guys, don't forget to slap up the like button if you do enjoy Bitcoin flipping this candle into the green. I personally do love it. So this is, of course, amazing to see, of course. So let me take a quick sip of my coffee. Let me see. 11 o'clock pump. Yeah, creative. It will be absolutely amazing. Will be truly amazing. So yeah, we're flipping the 1 hour candle into the green. What is looking particularly good here. As well, let me quickly go over some other stuff here to talk about here. Before going into Bitcoin here, we'll quickly, after the Bitcoin 1 hour candle close, we'll quickly talk a little bit about some on-chain data, what we're currently seeing, and what currently is looking like a very important information that we have to share with you guys out there. So let me search something up on my second screen real quickly. By the way, I ordered a very, very cool thing here. I ordered a very cool thing here, and that was, of course, this neon light with Crypto Rover on my wall. So it's going to be quite exciting. It's going to take 3 weeks or so, but it's going to be improving my setup a little bit better. So I do like it. Of course, still there's a certain amount of fear in the market. 40 on the index right now. Definitely exciting how it's looking right now. Like you can see, it's bouncing back towards the upside. And I would like to see, of course, the market still be a little bit more in fear. Because the more fear in the market, the more better of a buying opportunity it is for me and for you guys out there. Oh, yes, good. It's 12 a.m. I mean, for some people, it's 2 a.m. here. I said 12, but I mean 2 a.m. But of course, yeah, for us, usually on this time, on the next 1 hour candle, we tend to see a lot of pumps here. So yeah, Bitcoin closes candle in towards the red. So this, of course, still relatively good here. Big wick on the lower side. So guys, let me know in the chat here. Is 11 o'clock? So is this 1 hour candle going to show us a pump? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat here. I personally think we're going to look back towards the previous times here. We do see several times very significant pumps on this 1 hour candle. So it's going to be quite exciting if we could see so as well. So yeah, Bitcoin, of course, on the current trend here is indeed forming some kind of a low over here. Of course, confirming a lower low in the market. That maybe as well, we could be looking for downside resistance line from the highs here. Can clearly see we got rejected, and then we could be maybe look for a new pattern over here. So we could be maybe look for still a pattern over here on the market, and this pattern, of course, on the market is still some kind of a falling wedge structure, what is going to be quite exciting about what we're having over here. So I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. Falling wedge structure on the big 1 hour candles is definitely not bearish. So this is, of course, a bullish bias pattern. If you don't know already what a falling wedge structure is on the market, falling wedge structures are always bullish bias patterns. What's going to be as well allow us for further continuation up here. I definitely can't wait to see what we're going to have here. It's 3:3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. right now for me. So I mean, yeah, let me know how late it is here. So Jeff Perry is saying 5 a.m. for me, lol. 4 a.m. for me. I mean, some of you guys from the US right now watching from the US, you guys are crazy because you're waking up so early, or you have a night shift or whatsoever, but you guys are crazy. We will go to 23k. I definitely disagree with that here. Creative is, of course, once again saying pump it up. I mean, guys, yeah, I'm going to get very excited. You guys are very pump. Everyone's saying no, yes, 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 no, yes. Michael Saylor wakes up at 11. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, that's why we are pumping. That's why. So give me a second real quickly. Michael Saylor always wakes up on 11, and that's the reason why we are shooting up here. 4 a.m. in Texas. That's very, very early for you, man. It's very early. So 10 a.m. UK. Yeah, UK is still doable. What is V-Launch? Nobody knows. V-Launch is basically a launchpad that's going to come out here in the coming weeks here. So launchpad, very easy. It's not very hard to explain. is Launchpad. And what my Launchpad is here is that other projects are going to get launched here. 11 a.m. In neighbors building of Rover. I mean, at player here as well. Dutch is pretty crazy. Lower than the CME gap. Some people are still anticipating that we're going to fill the CME gap. 12 o'clock in Finland. Finland as well, very beautiful country. I want to visit that anytime soon here as well. Elliott wave theory, we most likely have to go lower. No. Do you see this inverse and shoulders on the 4-hourly candle? So yeah, there could be for sure a possibility that Bitcoin is going to indeed create this inverse and shoulders, like you can see over here. So Bitcoin is of course forming left shoulder, head, right shoulder over here, if we're going to see so. But yeah, eventually we have to be breaking this downtrend on the top side, and then we could be looking for a major inverse and shoulders. If we are going to see a push up back towards the upside from the current time of recording, and if Bitcoin is going to increase its valuation from here on, yeah, we could be then for sure look for. Oh, excuse me. I out of nowhere clicked away my charts. Let me get my chart back in towards the screen, guys. Give me a second. Oh, damn it. It's back again. So, excuse me. For a second, the screen was black here, but indeed, if we're going to look for an inverse and shoulders, this has to be happening. We have to be seeing an imminent pump here. Otherwise, this inverse and shoulders definitely not going to be playing out here. But yeah, very excited about how it's currently looking here, and very excited about where we could be heading towards from this point here. Definitely looking forward towards it. But that player, you're Dutch as well, so it's pretty cool. Launchpad. So you have to buy coins on their V-Launch? No. What basically a Launchpad is here, for people that don't understand yet here, a Launchpad is basically a place where other coins are going to get launched here. So let's say on V-Launch. On V-Launch, basically how it's going to be working here is that V-Launch will be a site, and you can be buying into pre-sales of tokens that are going to get listed on V-Launch. How you are going to get these pre-sales is by staking your V-Launch tokens. So the more tokens you stake on V-Launch, the more entries you will be getting to be buying a bigger allocation in a certain project. Of course, let's say Rover Swap is going to come out. Just say something like Rover Swap is going to come out. Rover Swap is going to get listed on V-Launch. As soon as we're going to of course, that token is going to come out here, you can, of course, accumulate in pre-sale. A pre-sale is usually going to be a cheaper price than the market price once the coin comes out here. And on V-Launch, you can be getting a pre-sale. So let's say the project is going to get launched, you right away get a 2x. That's how pre-sale works. So that's the reason why V-Launch is going to be very exciting, because, yeah, I mean, buying into pre-sales is very powerful, because you can make a very easy 2 or 3x right away on the time of, yeah, the coin is going to get listed, right? So yeah, very excited what we do have over there. I'm very excited for V-Launch and how it's going to be working out here, and that's the reason why I do think it's going to be a very big project, because every single project do want to be getting listed on V-Launch. V-Launch is going to be so big, it's crazy. It's going to be so big, it's crazy. So it's definitely a coin that has literally 100x potential, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a coin that's going to be absolutely mooning, and that's the reason why I said V-Launch is going to be top 100 coin. And I can tell you already it's going to go over 2 billion market cap. So yeah, I definitely can't wait for it. I think it's a very, very underrated project right now here, but yeah, you will be seeing it eventually popping up over there. I wrote, thanks for the explanation, bro. I appreciate it. No problem. I like to explain things here, and that's as well why we are here on YouTube. And guys, if you do have any questions, if you do not understand something, I am love to answer your question. How to get into pre-sale to stake the tokens? It's very easy. That's a cap, Rover. That's not cap. There's no cap. There's no cap. You have to stake the tokens to get in pre-sale. How to get free V-Launch tokens? You go in towards their Telegram, and the more active you are in Telegram, the more tokens you get distributed. So it's a very interesting system how to do it. That's as well making a very strong community. How do you get in pre-sale? I mean, I don't know exactly how you get into their pre-sale. I think that there's going to be a pre-sale anytime soon, and you get whitelisted for their pre-sale for V-Launch if you're active in their community. So make sure to go to the community. Ask in the community. I should just join their Telegram, because you guys know probably more than I know that project. Let me see. XRP is going to go 75 cents soon here. So let me check up on XRP here. XRP, of course, some people are bearish on, some people are bullish. XRP indeed finding its way back after society right now. So yeah, XRP is approaching resistance then on the top side again here. Pretty unfortunate to see so, because yeah, I would like to see XRP, of course, doing a very good job here, but so far today, it has been once again a little bit laggy. It has been, yeah, lagging behind here, and it's so far still approaching resistance, and so far still getting rejected by this resistance range above it. So the green box so far providing massive amounts of resistance for the XRP price section. You can clearly see here this $1 range here on the top side, this green box basically. yeah, God is rejected once again here. What is likely to expect here? Previous version of support, flipped into resistance. But basically what we're seeing right now over XRP again is just so much consolidation, sideways action, not a lot of action on XRP at all. XRP has been forming like constantly lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower high, lower high, right now higher low as well. So it's basically forming a consolidation pattern right now. So yeah, let's see where it's heading towards right now from this current time of recording. We could be looking for some extra trend lines towards the downside, but so far this is going to be my main chart to look at. We're holding up the green line. That's a good thing. As soon as we're failed to hold on towards the green line, we're going to go into this parallel channel towards the downside. That's going to be having a wider bearish effect on the market. So yeah, pretty excited about what we currently do have on this market right now in the current time of recording. I personally see if XRP can be breaking above the green box again, yeah, we're going to be approaching this resistance line on the top side. But so far, yeah, we're trading for sure against horizontal resistance. That is going to be quite important to break through. But by the way, Bitcoin shooting up again here. Bitcoin printed, of course, a new 1 hour candle. It did nothing so special in the first minutes here. But right now, again, it's approaching resistance because, yeah, we are right now looking to this downward slope resistance line on the top side of Bitcoin. So 1 hour from now on, we could be seeing a potential breakout of this structure. So guys, let me know in the chat, should I be live for another hour here on the stream to witness the 11 o'clock candle completely? Let me know in the chat, should we stay live, yes or no? Bitcoin pump. Yeah, Bitcoin is indeed moving up ever so slightly. So, I mean, the volatility is most likely going to turn up today. Like I told everyone before already, I think today is going to be an extremely volatile day. Having said it several times, the monthly candle close is approaching us. And if we're going to look back to every single time Bitcoin is in its last day of the monthly candle close, it tends to have more volatility. So what I should be expecting right now here on the market is as well more volatility on the last day on the monthly candle close. So yeah, we are right now as well anticipating higher volumes today on Bitcoin and higher volatility. Stay live all day. Let's do that. Let's do that, of course. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting a lot of yeses right now. So yeah, guys, that's going to be quite exciting. So I will be staying live for this 1 hour candle close. If we can right now slap it up to 750 likes on the stream, guys. So another 90 likes, and I will be staying live for another hour here, at least. And then we will be doing another deal for me to stay even longer live. So guys, let's slap it up here. 750 likes here. I think we can easily do it. So right now we're having 660 likes. Let's smash up another 90 likes, guys. I think we can easily do it. And if we're going to reach that 750 likes target, yeah, I will be staying live for at least another hour, and afterwards we could be maybe discuss another target, and if we're going to reach it, I will be staying another hour live, guys. So it's going to be quite exciting, of course, if you do guys like it. What is it going with verdict potential? We're going to go over it later today, maybe still. 24-hour stream hype. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm getting very excited if we're going to do a 24-hour stream, guys. But yeah, make sure to slap up the like button. Maybe we're going to reach some insane targets today. Yeah, we could be for sure doing an extreme long live stream. Dollar index, please. Can you go over it? Of course, let me go over the dollar index real quickly. Dollar index, of course, came down particularly massively, of course, like we can see. Dollar index looks to be forming in some kind of a peak over here on the market. And this is having a wider positive effect right here on this current time of recording. So the dollar index, previous major support, flipped into resistance over here. And you can clearly see dollar index, big wick on the top side last week around. Spinning top is basically what we create over here. That's how you call this candlestick formation. The dollar index creates a spinning top. And afterwards, right now, on today's candle, on the daily candle, we are coming down particularly massively again. So, yeah, we can clearly see dollar index is coming down particularly massively. And of course, for us Bitcoin hodlers out there, the dollar index seeing the dollar index decrease in its value and form, of course, a downtrend, because yeah, that's basically what it is forming right now here, is going to be only allow us to be a little bit more bullish on the market, and it's only going to allow us to see a further continuation towards the upside for Bitcoin. So dollar index in a downtrend, looking very good. The reason why I call it downtrend right now here is because lower high, lower high, lower high. This is of course a significant downtrend that we currently do have on the market. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where this could be heading towards. And of course, if the dollar index right now is going to go for a massive plunge down here, this will be for sure allow us for way further continuation towards the upside for Bitcoin, because dollar index in the downtrend means Bitcoin is an uptrend, and this is of course looking particularly good for the coming month of December ahead for Bitcoin, and as well for the remaining of the day today. This could be having a wider positive effect on the market here. So looking forward towards it. Zooming out to the weekly time frame, we can basically see a massive rejection from this range here. The dollar index was a massive uptrend right now, and of course, if we could be right now continue down here from up this pinning top we created here on the market, this could be leaning towards a very significant increasement. But guys, right now I see we only have another 10 likes here, guys. We only have to reach another 10 likes, so we're going to smash up to 750 likes. And if we smash it up to 750 likes, guys, I will be staying live for another hour here. So guys, make sure to slap up the like button right now here. Only 8 more likes I see right now. So only 8 of you guys have to slap up the like button right now. But yeah, well, Bitcoin, well, you guys are slapping up the like button. Bitcoin did got rejected after society here only in the short term. So we're going to keep our eyes wide open right now about what Bitcoin is about to do here, which you can clearly see this resistance line is getting broken. And personally, I will be approaching this falling wedge structure right now as one of the main scenarios we're right now going to be looking at. Because if Bitcoin is going to break this downward slope resistance line here on this 1 hour trend over here, it's going to be quite exciting here, because if we're going to be breaking this 1 hour trend over here, this will be leading for a much further continuation towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart here. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Some people are saying rip the dollar index. I mean, eventually the dollar index is going to keep going down here. And of course, you always want to be asking yourself, the trend as your friend till it ends, and what is the dollar index trend look like? It does clearly look like a downtrend, because yeah, for the 20 years, 25 years we've been in this, 35 years that we have been in this index, we have been seeing lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And personally, I think this trend is going to continue. And if it's going to plunge down all the way back to 72 points, it's going to be fair. This literally means Bitcoin is going to do a 40% pump here without any more money coming towards the market. It's crazy, of course. So yeah, very excited about what we do have over here. Dollar index is, of course, countering the Bitcoin price action. So a movement towards the downside from this point is going to be very bullish for Bitcoin, and a rejection from this range for the dollar index is going to be as well having a wider positive effect on the market. So yeah, I'm very excited about what we do see right now for the dollar index, because this could be having a further significant increasement for Bitcoin. And some people are asking me, what website do you use to look at the S&P and the dollar index? I use TradingView, and as well, we can be looking at the US 500 or just the S&P 500. You can see today it's once again coming down massively. That's pretty important to see here, to be honest. So the 30th of November, this is as well the reason why Bitcoin came down, in my opinion, right now today. So Bitcoin, of course, had a significant drop off towards the downside, because the US 500, aka the S&P 500, of course, came down with this massive correction towards the lower side, of course, on 6 o'clock in the morning. 1% correction, of course. So far, Bitcoin is holding up particularly well against the S&P. So that's, of course, particularly positive side here. You see how these markets bottom out here is with a double bottom structure. But of course, the reason why the stock market is down ever so slightly right now is, like you guys probably already know, is because of the thought currently in the market of the new virus that is coming around here in South Africa. So it's going to be very important to witness right now what the market is going to do. But always how I see it here is that this virus is always going to be a driver of the cryptocurrency market. Because yeah, last time around the virus came out, how bad, I don't like it, of course, but how bad it is here, it is a driver for the market. And we have to be straight, and we have to be, of course, stay from a business perspective. This is, of course, not funny. It's not nice to have. It's not nice to live with, of course. And I do would like to see, of course, all this shit going away here. But eventually, the stock market is going to be panicking again. Bitcoin is panicking as well. You can be benefiting from the virus crash that we're currently getting, because that's how we can call this on Bitcoin. This was the virus crash here, because people were scary. People were afraid anything is going to be happening. And that's the reason why we can be benefiting from these scenarios where people are afraid. I mean, we know it's going to be all right. And yeah, eventually, of course, right? So it's definitely allowing us to buy into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And of course, stocks, if you do want to be buying into stocks for a cheaper price here. And of course, eventually, if the world is going to go into lockdown, people will once again realize there are higher inflation, because people are going to be more on their laptop. They're going to see more things out of their own research. So it's going to be very important. Every single lockdown we do get in the world here will be allowing more people to invest in Bitcoin, because people can't spend their money on like going out to a bar. They can't buy their beers at the bar anymore. So they're going to be buying their maybe digital, of course they're going to spend their money on digital stuff here. Maybe they're going to order stuff, or maybe they're going to be buying Bitcoin, and they're going to be realizing what the inflation is really is here, because the US is going to keep printing money, especially if they are going to go in a lockdown 2.0, because they don't want to go in a financial crisis right now. Ethereum will lead the altcoins to freedom. I don't totally agree with that here. I guess the way you talk, you're against the experimental jab. I mean, I'm not going to talk it on YouTube, because if I talk about this stuff on YouTube, I will get blocked here. So, but I can tell you I do not like it. But I will be not talking about it on YouTube, because otherwise I will be getting blocked here. Let me see. We're just going to talk about crypto because we're not going to talk about the different stuff here because we're just here for as a crypto channel, of course. Otherwise, I would have made a different channel. But of course, what Bitcoin is all about is power to the people and freedom to the people, and that's what I, of course, as well stand for. I stand for power to the people. I stand for freedom to the people, and that is why I like Bitcoin, and that's why I accumulate a lot of Bitcoin. Digital bear, no, digital gold. I mean, not bear. Let me see. Ethereum is not even an altcoin anymore. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's a very good saying. But Ethereum is not an altcoin anymore. Ethereum is one of the leaders of the cryptocurrency space here, and I mean, every single altcoin is built on Ethereum, and of course, we are extremely bullish about Ethereum because if we're going to look to the if we're going to look about what we could be expected for next year on Ethereum, I mean, if we're going to front run our thoughts to 2022, we do know that 2022 is going to be the year of Ethereum. That's at least what I think. I think 2022 is going to be the year for Ethereum. It's not going to be a Bitcoin's year, I think. I think next year is going to be the big... Of course, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is not going to go to 100K whatsoever. Bitcoin is going to perform very good here, but I do think that Ethereum will be smashing everyone's expectations. So right now we're going to look to Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. Ethereum has, of course, approximately 50% of the market cap of Bitcoin. Where will it be standing in 2022? I think it's going to be either 80% or maybe even above here. So it's going to be quite important on how it's going to be playing out here. But if Ethereum is going to increase and come closer towards Bitcoin in terms of its market capitalization of total, I think it's been a successful year for Ethereum. And so far, this year has been so far a successful year for Ethereum because Ethereum absolutely outperformed Bitcoin, of course. And I personally think, percentage-wise, it's going to be very, very bullish next year. And of course, the deflationary point of Ethereum that is going to come towards us in 2022 is going to change the world. It's going to change the investment strategies from a lot of people. And we're going to reach a supply peak that we're never going to see anymore in history. So, of course, if there are going to be a lot of transactions, is the GUI as well going to stay high? We're going to see so much. Let's take an average GUI. We have usually an average GUI of 80 approximately. So if we're going to see that, and if we're going to, let's say, get the merge of Ethereum around the 31st of March. So they of course promise us Q1 2022, and I will say I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to once again delay it, but Q1 2022 is the set date for the merge of Ethereum. So the merge is basically where the proof of work is going to be removed, proof of stake will come. So let's look where in 2024 we will be saying here in the year of the Bitcoin halving. We will be having then a total supply of 115 million, while we right now have then, of course, approximately in 31st of March, we have a supply peak of 119 million. So we see a 4 million loss of Ethereum in total circulating supply. So Ethereum is going to become so deflationary, you don't even know. And people don't know what's coming for Ethereum, what it's going to be. It's just what makes it so excited, of course. Like you can see, massive amount of spike in Ethereum growth. Of course, Ethereum keeps growing in terms of the supply, but it's going to stall off this peak here. And of course, the earlier the merge is going to happen, the more excited we'll be here, because the less a higher supply peak we're going to get here. But of course, if we're going to be realistic where it's going to be launched here, I do for sure anticipate it in the end of March here, or end of February. We're at least going to be expecting it to come towards us in Q1 2022. Of course, what is going to be very likely here is that it's still going to maybe get delayed here for another month or maybe another 2 months here, because if you don't know already, the proof of work, so basically the merge of the beacon chain here, was already planned to happen in December 2021, but of course it got delayed to Q1 2022. So let's see when the merge is going to come out here. I'm very excited about this Ethereum update that's going to come towards us, and that's also a reason why I do say Ethereum is going to be the coin for 2022 here, because it's going to be literally smash all expectations. So yeah, you can decide what you want to be doing right now here. You can decide to take a position into Ethereum, or you can decide to not hold Ethereum. I mean, it's all up to you guys out there. But personally, in my portfolio right now, I'm extremely exposed to Ethereum. Ethereum is my biggest asset in my portfolio, afterwards is Bitcoin. And I did that because I personally think Ethereum is going to be the coin for 2022, and I think that Ethereum, and it sounds very silly, people still don't believe it, that it's could be happening, but I think that Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin potentially in 2022, otherwise 2023 here. So it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very exciting, and it's going to be very, very cool. Let me see. Bitcoin is the only coin that doesn't have a company behind it, which is one of the most positive sides here. Indeed, this is the correct. Is this correct, Crypto Rover? Yes, this is correct. Bitcoin has no companies. You mean the best thing Satoshi Nakamoto ever did is disappear? Yes, there's no one like you can't adopt, you can't like adopt Satoshi Nakamoto because no one knows who it is. So it's so crazy good here why he disappeared, and that's why I love Bitcoin. There's no one behind Bitcoin. Of course, there's someone behind it, but he disappeared, and he did that because he wants to succeed the project. And for Bitcoin to succeed, there has to be no ownership, and that is definitely lovely what he did here. And maybe one day we're going to be finding out about who Satoshi Nakamoto really is going to be, but it's going to be a mystery for the rest of our lifetime. Of course, some people like Craig Wright, they are claiming that they are Satoshi. I mean, that's not true, of course. He does want to claim he's Satoshi because then he can just earn so much money like crazy. But yeah, there's no owner of Bitcoin, and it's very lovely that there's no owner of Bitcoin, of course. So don't believe Craig Wright, by the way. If you hear anyone say I am Satoshi Nakamoto, don't believe him, because it's probably Craig Wright who was going to say so. Ethereum will be overtake Bitcoin because of Shiba's success. That's not true. But I mean, yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to be the store of value of the world, but Ethereum is going to be the network of the blockchains over the world. So the network is eventually going to be overtaking, in my opinion. I'm not saying that Bitcoin is a bad hold at all. Bitcoin is a very good hold because, yeah, it's going to be just imagine, because only 2% of the world is right now investing in crypto, only 2%. I mean, eventually every single investor will be having Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Governments hate Satoshi, and that's the reason why he's not here. That's the reason why he's not here. It's Elon Musk. No, it's not Elon Musk. Unfortunately, no. I mean, if it's really Elon Musk, nah, it's not happening. No. I mean, Elon Musk, of course, at that time was working on PayPal, and I don't think he was working on. Oh no, he was even before we were working on PayPal. PayPal was founded in which year? 2001 or so. He was working on PayPal way earlier than that. PayPal release date. It's 1999. No, indeed, he was maybe he had worked on it, but I don't believe it. Elon Musk not worked on it. So in 2000, PayPal came out here. So yeah, indeed, theoretically, he could have been working on Bitcoin because, yeah, he got fooled with PayPal basically. So yeah, pretty interesting. I think like some people maybe hate on Elon Musk, but I think Elon Musk is for me really a person that I see as a person that I want to be as well, because that guy just did everything by himself. And I really have a lot of respect for Elon Musk. Maybe people hate him because, yeah, he's fooling around with the cryptocurrency space, etc. But just see what he achieved all on his own. Just by hard working, you can achieve everything what you want in life. And he was like that IT nerd, like, you know, and that IT nerd is just became a multi-billionaire, of course. So it's crazy. I do like him. I do like his story, where he came from and how he worked. And yeah, pretty cool. Craig Wright is an Aussie. Aussies are always right. I mean, I say to your name, Aussie Drew. So it's pretty cool. We're all Satoshi. That's true. We're all together Satoshi. So, guys, by the way, I see we smashed up for the 800 likes. So that's definitely very, very appreciated. So let's see how far that we could be smashing up that like button. Let's smash it up to 1,000 likes. I think we can reach it on today's stream here. So don't forget to slap on the like button right now. It would be truly amazing. Let's see if we can reach that 1,000 like target. I think we could do so. Love him or hate him, Elon isn't forever connected to the crypto market. Indeed, he will be forever connected towards it. So yeah, you hate him or you either not hate him, but I think his life story and his success story from his life is just too beautiful to hate him. And I mean, you have to respect entrepreneurs, and Elon Musk is just a very good entrepreneur. That's just a fact. And just look at that story, like you know that story that he's going to cry because who was it? I forgot who it was, but like someone said he was not believing in him, and he said, I feel very sorry that he's not believing in me, but he tried everything with SpaceX, right? So it's just so cool, and I mean, it just motivates me as well a lot as a person myself. Let me talk a little bit about more crypto. How many coins you own currently? More than 120 tokens. So was planning to reevaluate a little bit more here. So let me see. Aussie. Oui. Yeah, oui, très bien. So 33 minutes, guys. So we're running the 11 o'clock candle, but it's not a very exciting candle, to be honest, so far. So we got a rejection by this resist line here. So let's see what we're going to have here. Sol will be 20% of Ethereum. Let me see. So that means a billion market cap. It was already trading on 20% of Ethereum before. So yeah, it's definitely likely that could be happening. Rover, what price does Bitcoin have to go down to fill up the CME gap? It has to go down to 54.7k. So Bitcoin has to go down another 3% from the time here, 3.7% to fill up the CME gap. So yeah, let's see if it's going to get filled up here. It's going to be quite exciting if we're going to go and fill this gap up here. Of course, we filled up a little bit of this gap here, like you can see over here. Basically, you can approach like this right now. So, yeah, we filled indeed up a little bit of this gap here. So it's going to be quite excited about where we're heading towards. We still have this gap over here, but I will be approaching it real quickly like this here because this is a complete gap that we created. And I do want to be seeing the lower side as well getting filled there. So it's going to be quite very, very excited about what we do have over here. What about Pluton? Let me quickly check on Pluton. How's it right now performing like? Keep my eyes out wide open on this project every single day, of course. Pluton is still consolidating quite well here. It has been bouncing off this range high that we just yesterday discussed, of course. You can clearly see Pluton bouncing back from the range high over here. So resistance, flipped into support over here for Pluton. And so far, yeah, it's bouncing back very strongly. Yesterday, it shoot up towards $11. So that's pretty crazy how far it shoot up, of course, towards the higher targets. And yeah, so far, it's definitely lovely to see Pluton, of course, increase towards those high targets once again here. So yeah, you can clearly see Pluton, $9.24. 23 cents, excuse me. Yeah, 24 cents, of course, if we grind it off. But yeah, Pluton indeed shooting up particularly well here. It looks strong here. Bounce back from the range high over here. Basically, how Pluton is performing right now is crazy good here. So you see higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed. And I mean, we've been warning you and we've been talking about Pluton since $5 because I like the project and I saw like a lot of opportunities in the market. And since that point, of course, it shoot up like crazy. Personally, my realistic targets are going to be still be around $13 right now here on the top side. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about where Pluton is right now heading towards from the current time of recording. It even shoot up towards $9.30 right now here. So it's definitely moving up very quickly once again here. And my realistic targets are going to be indeed these $13 target on the top side right here. So yeah, it looks quite exciting here. I personally think we could be well have a further continuation towards higher targets from this point here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where we're heading towards right now. And this is most likely going to lead towards a continuation towards higher targets here. So $13 and 44 cents is going to be the targets where we're right now heading towards. So yeah, very excited. Of course, if we are going to be not going to get rejected by this range here, what I do expect first of all, and if we could be seeing a continuation through of this range high over here, yeah, then Pluton is going to be literally game on because then it could be shooting up towards $30 US. So that could be very excited. I personally think that we're going to create a similar run up here like we did previously around here. So it's going to be very excited about where we're heading towards right now. And I personally can't wait to see what we do have over here from this point here. So Pluton, yeah, I'm excited for it. I personally think this is going to be creating a well further continuation up here. This level has been providing us very strong times before support or resistance. And so far showing us the proof here. So yeah, very excited about it. Very excited about it. And I will be keep checking on this project here because I'm getting pretty excited about it. And for myself as well, already made a 2x from it because yeah, I've been as well buying it towards the $5.20 range. So almost a 2x from now on. So yeah, it looks particularly good here. Let me see. CME gap from the weekend is around the 54.4k towards the 56.2k. Yeah, 56.2k indeed. So indeed, yeah, it's trading on those ranges over here. And yeah, it's pretty excited here. So it's on the candle open over here. This was the candle open of the CME. So yeah, indeed, this is the gap we currently are looking at. You can see it in front of your screen. And this is the gap that we have to be filling in if we want to be filling up the CME gap. Of course, we don't necessarily have to fill it, but if we don't want to be filling it up, yeah, this is going to be the gap that we're going to look at. So this is going to be quite exciting. It's going to be very exciting about where we're going to look at then, of course, at that point. Well, what's your 30K? I mean, Colin Conway, I will be discussed tomorrow in my video, the 30x coin, that I personally think it could be doing a 30x. So it's going to be quite exciting. I am the real Satoshi. I have proof. Bitcoin going back to 55k here. If we're going to go as fill up the CME gap, yeah, we're going back to 55k. But I personally don't necessarily think we, necessarily have to fill it up here, of course. So we're going to be just waiting and see how it's going to be playing out right now. So if we're going to look to the CME chart, if we're going to look back towards previous gaps here, like we create here on the last push up here, you can see as well, we pushed up and we filled it like 2 or 3 weeks later. So yeah, right now we don't necessarily have to fill this this gap up over here. So I'm pretty excited about where we could be heading towards right now from this point. Man, come on, let's just moon. I mean, the longer it's going to take till we're going to moon here, the more distribution we have, the more longer this trend could continue to go up here. So the longer it takes to see Bitcoin in a downtrend, eventually the more positive effect it will have. But personally, I do think that today, 2 days ago, we already shifted the downtrend because of this pump over here. And of course, like you can see over here, if we're going to look to the high to the low, it took us 18 days over here. So that's pretty interesting. I think that's a significant amount of time that we have been trading in a downtrend over here. just like our last time around was 22 days. So it's going to be quite exciting here. And of course, we are retesting previous resistance as support right now here. What is going to be most likely having bullish continuation up here, and personally expect still a major pump towards the upside in later times of this day here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, and I personally think we are going to see a very significant lag up from of this point getting created here anytime soon. So I'm looking forward towards it. Let me see. So Bitcoin is going for a push up again. Right now we're in the last 30 minutes of this 1 hour candle, guys, right? So the last hour, 30 minutes is going to be quite exciting here for the 11 o'clock candle. Are we going to still see a pump? Are we going to see a breakout of this falling wedge? Of course, guys, if we are going to see a breakout on this 1 hour candle, should I stay live at that point? Let me know in the chat once again here. But yeah, it will be quite exciting if we're going to see a breakout of this range here. I personally do think the volatility is going to turn up for Bitcoin. If the volatility is going to turn up for Bitcoin, is going to be, of course, allowing us, first of all, to see the market move. And of course, higher volumes is always nice to see. Lovely to see that on the streams, of course. So we can discuss and right away expect what is going to be happening with the market, of course. Ethereum retesting in a breakout, or did I just mess up my lines? Personally, how I'm approaching Ethereum right now here is going to be on the 4 hour candles. So Ethereum is indeed retesting resistance right now here, but the very significant breakthrough that we are right now waiting for on Ethereum is going to be the 4 hourly candles. And yeah, the 4 hourly candles are going to be very important because, well, like you can see over here, down still resistance line getting formed here. We do really have to be seeing this breakthrough of this 4 hour downward slope resistance line. And as soon as we do break this trend here towards the downside, yeah, that could be then the point that we could be seeing a massive continuation up here. But while we are talking about it, Bitcoin is shooting up again here, ever so slightly, not very significant pump, but Bitcoin is ever so slightly moving up here, once again trading against resistance. Let me know in the chat here, do you think this falling wedge could be breaking out right in live on this 1 hour candle? Guys, let me know in the chat here. We still got another 25 minutes, and let's see what we could be getting, of course. Yes, stay and help the pump. I mean, yeah, of course, if we're live, we usually tend to move up here because, yeah, since this live stream, we already moved up. Let me quickly see this. We already moved up in approximately, yeah, 1% towards the upside. So, yeah, as long as we're live, we do see the market moving up. So that's indeed a true thing to see here. But Ethereum is indeed moving up here, $4,460. It is trading particularly high right now here, so let's see what we could be getting. And of course, in 1 hour and 30 minutes from now on, we're going to close the 4 hourly candle close. And this 4 hourly candle close is going to be showing us either the breakout or either another rejection of this range here. So let's see. What is the indicators you're telling us, or what is your real name? My real name is Dan. And yeah, just call me Rover. Just call me Rover, because Rover is basically my name, how I always get called here. So just call me Rover. I feel very, 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 very comfortable with getting called Rover. I wouldn't call that falling wedge. I mean, I don't know, why not? We are seeing a significant amount of rejections, significant amount of support touches, so there's definitely a clear sign for a falling wedge right now here. Of course, we do know that on higher time frames, we're right now are seeing a significant bounce back. Of course, on higher time frames, I do still have to see a breakthrough of this downward slope resistance line in order to continue the trend for significantly towards the upside. So yeah, 4 hourly candle close is going to be still respectively very important. As well for Bitcoin daily time frame, we do see a successful retest right now here. What I do expect is going to be for sure lead towards continuation up here. So yeah, Bitcoin is very close by touching the 57,000 US dollars once again here. So we're very, very close by it. Only $76 away from it right now. It's going to be very exciting. You're gonna need a drive, Rover. I mean, I lost my driving license, and I will be getting it back in 3 weeks from now on. So that's going to be very nice. So then I can finally drive my car again. Let me see. One more dump before moon. I mean, we don't know necessarily. We don't know necessarily. I mean, there's not necessarily needed another correction from this point here. So far, we're still, of course, flipping this previous resistance range over here into support. And of course, if we're as well looking to the 4 hourly candles, we can clearly see there's a higher low structure. And of course, a higher low before the trend really continues its way up here is very likely to form here, because you don't go up in a straight line. You always go up in these structures like this here, and then you're going to form a higher low structure, and then you're eventually going to push up towards the upside, of course. So that's very, very excited. That's very, very exciting, but I don't necessarily expect another push down here, because as well, you can see the horizontal range is really getting supported very well here from this range. So I'm looking forward towards it. One Why you lost it? It's very stupid why I lost it, but I mean, I feel very ashamed if I say this, because yeah, I lost my driving license in the Netherlands because I drove too fast. So that's pretty stupid. I learned from my mistake, at least, because in the Netherlands you don't drive fast anymore. That is what I learned. So that's very stupid. Me too. Can you do always a 24? Can you do a 24/7 live stream so we can always bump? Yeah. But I don't know how I do it with sleeping. But for sure, if I just keep the stream going here in the background, we just keep pumping up, right? Let me see. Yeah, I lost my license for speeding, so that's pretty stupid. I don't know it. No, I don't drive a Fiat. I drove in like Audi. But I sold that car, and if I get my license back, I'm going to be buying a new car, depending on where Bitcoin is going to stand, of course. Always depending where Bitcoin is going to stand. I mean, I feel very terrible by buying a car, because I know in like a few years from now on, it's going to be a very bad buy. I do know that, but I always say keep yourself with the 10% rule at least. In Holland, the rules are too strict. I mean, the rules are definitely very strict in Holland. I mean, you were like allowed to drive 100, and I drove a little bit too fast. No, shit drivers always get caught. That's not true. That's not true. I'm not a shit driver. I mean, I'm not. I mean, you don't know probably my past, but I mean, for people that want to know about my past, I always did karting in my past. I've like since I was 4 years old, I've been karting for 6-7 years in the past, and as well like some people did like I as well drove Formula Esports in 3 years ago in 2018 game, so that was pretty cool. But man, I'm not a shit driver. I don't see it. Is it on Wegmisbruikers? No, it's not over there. It was like a very stupid thing here, but I don't want to talk anymore about it. New cars, Lambo. No, I told everyone I will be buying only a Lambo once Bitcoin reach 100k. So that's the time when I will be buying a Lambo, not earlier, because otherwise I feel terrible. So 100k Bitcoin is Lambo for me. Otherwise, not earlier. That's what I said to myself. No. Yeah, car is not a card, right? That's true. That's true, guys. I feel very terrible right now. I feel very terrible. I feel a very terrible person. But guys, we're going to witness this candle right now. I don't want to talk anymore about it here. You have to come to Germany if you want to drive fast. And that's true. I will be driving to Germany if I want to be driving fast from now on, at least. Let me see. I know I have a very good car. I right now I'm not going to be buying a fast car. I'm going to be buying a more comfortable car. That's what I'm going to do. And of course, I want to be having a daily driver. What's a comfortable car, and a good car what is fast, like a Lamborghini or a McLaren or Audi TT. You know, just not TT, R8. I mean, so just a quick car and one daily driver. So it's pretty important. And right now I have like Audi Q5. I don't know if you know it, newest model. So it's pretty good one. It's pretty good one. Very comfortable with like it's just a very comfortable car right now, and I can it's just a little bit better because I'm not getting challenged by driving fast. You know, the other car I was always driving fast, and it's not smart. So let's talk about something differently. Get a Tesla. No, I mean Teslas are good, but I mean, I just want to be enjoying the petrol while I still can in my lifetime, because probably in my lifetime I will be not able to enjoy petrol anymore, and I want to be driving on petrol right now. Let me see, bro. So many people are saying certain stuff here. What's your number 100x coin this bull run? I mean, I don't necessarily have a 100x, but I do have a 30x coin, but I will be revealing that tomorrow on the stream. But guys, 20 more minutes to go here. We're approaching the 57k once again here. Going to stick to Audis. I mean, I like Audi as well here. This just the Deutsche Fabrikant. Did you like that? So many people talking about cars in the chat here. You guys really like it. But yeah, well, what we're seeing right now, Bitcoin is increasing. Of course, it's going to be another 18 minutes, so we're going to see officially this breakout. And let me as well check out on some different coins here. Ethereum still doing a very strong job here. This 4-hourly candle close is going to be crucial for Ethereum right here. Let me move over as well some other coins. Let me look into towards BNB real quickly. BNB, of course, holding up very well here. You can see clearly very close towards the previous all-time high here. Generally speaking, BNB is doing a very strong job here. It's not really taking a big hit against Bitcoin like you can see here while it was trading here in November, beginning of November. It's running only approximately 7% down here from its all-time high right now. It is approximately 9%. 8% down here, so this is, well, not quite a lot here. It's just holding up very strongly. So far, it's well forming a very beautiful upper slope support line, downward slope resistance line from the highs. So it's definitely a very, very, very interesting play what we right now do have here on the market. So yeah, symmetrical triangle getting formed here, price action getting squeezed in towards an apex, and that is of course showing us a volatility shock is going to be imminent for BNB right here. So it's going to be quite excited about where we're heading towards from this point here. Yeah, hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation from this range right now here. And personally, if I'm going to look towards this market, you can clearly see in approximately two or three days from now on, we're going to see an increase in valuation or a decrease. But basically, we're going to see a volatility shock on the market. That's going to be quite exciting here. And guys, by the way, real quickly, going to ask you guys a favor. If you haven't already, smashed up the subscribe button. Don't forget to do so. Right now, having 3 subscribers, and let's smash it up to 6666. That will be even more cooler. So guys, don't forget to slap up that subscribe button right now. We'll be truly appreciated if you're going to slap up the subscribe button, because yeah, our target here is going to be for sure that 100k here, and we want to be reaching it as soon as possible. And it will be truly amazing if you guys can support the channel by slapping up the subscribe button. Of course, by 100k, we're going to do the biggest giveaway ever in history. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're going to be part of it. And of course, if you want to be winning it, you do at least have to be a subscriber, of course, on the channel. So it's going to be very excited about what you do have over here. And I definitely can't wait to see where we could be heading towards. You can see BNB $650 right now here. And I personally think, yeah, we're going to get squeezed in towards an apex. And I think, yeah, BNB could be creating another volatility shock, depending where it's going to be breaking out towards, of course. Do you still have the Golf GTE? No, I sold that one already, and I got like an Audi Q5 right now. So, pretty cool. Okay, look at the TCG2 Metaverse and Gaming project. So, I don't know, it's a pretty weird name here for a project. 2.0, I don't know. It's a very low market cap coin here. Very low volumes as well here, so that's of course a thing that I don't like. Did already a very significant pump up towards the upside. Let me see what I have over here. I mean, it's not even on trading view, so it's pretty unfortunate. TCG2 is not on trading view, so for me it's very hard to look at it, Eva. So I think as well, like I told everyone before here, I think Metaverse and gaming tokens are a little bit on the top of its hype cycle right now here, so I should be very careful with buying into these coins here. So will be truly amazing. Will be truly amazing. But yeah, for me, it's very hard to check coins if I don't see any information about it. So yeah, hopefully you're going to make good gains on it, but I think it's too risky for me to be, because it's a very low market cap, and it could be a lot of pump and dumps in these, and it could be a lot of rug pulls and such kind of hype cycle things here. So that's very careful. Be very careful. So I do think like blockchain plans is saying the same here, bro. We're taking a gamble on this metaverse. It's already up 7,000%. We can't expect much of a coin flip. We can't expect much of a coin flip. I mean, I think because the metaverse tokens are so much up already, I think it's too big of a risk for me to be buying in towards them. And we do know if we're going to look at metaverse, it's not going to be here in a year from now, and the metaverse is not going to be here in 5 years from now. No, metaverse is going to take 10 years maybe till it's going to be getting finished, till it's going to be close to be getting finished. So I personally do not think it's going to be a good investment for the coming months here. It's definitely quite a big of a hype right now here, so let's see how it's going to be playing out over there. But personally, I do think we're at close stages where this hype cycle of the metaverse is going to be ending here. So as well, real quickly, going to ask you guys out there to slap up the like button right now. We're only 10 likes, so no 20, yeah, 10 likes. Oh, sorry, 20. We're only 20 likes away before slapping it up towards 900 likes. So guys, we're watching with 1,000 of you guys out there. And only 20 of you guys have to slap up the like button. It will be truly appreciated if you're going to do so right now here. So don't forget to go down there and smash up the subscribe button, smash up that like button. I mean, it will be truly amazing. And of course, in 50 minutes from now, we're going to close the 1 hour candle as well. So let me as well move in towards EGLD real quickly. You see a lot of people talking about it. I personally think, still going to say it, EGLD is a very good risk to reward buy right now. And if you have not been accumulating EGLD yet here, I think you're definitely missing out on huge gains. It's wicking on the lower side right now here, wick down towards $380. So for sure, it's coming down massively. It's for sure providing as well buying opportunities on the market. Maybe on this upper support line, we could be still heading towards it. And that will be, of course, allowing us for a very strong buying opportunity. If we're going to look at the daily time frame, It's of course a different opinion, but for sure very exciting what we do have for each LD right here. The market is coming down, allowing you to be accumulating it. Of course, it was trading on 554 US dollars, right trading on 388. So please make sure to benefit from the market right now here, because the market is down. You could be accumulating it at a cheaper price. Since we felt to hold on towards this horizontal range here, personally could be expecting still push back to 364 before increasing further up here. But we do know that the funding rates are extremely negative on each LD here, like you can see over here on the market. Each LD has extreme big negative funding rates, what basically allows you and basically shows us there are a lot of shorters in the market of each LD. What is going to be showing you right now a very good risk to reward buy here, because it's most likely going to be seeing a very significant continuation up here. Is Gala already been discussed here? No, it has not. So let me move over this coin. I think as well for Gala, yeah, it moved up very quickly. Be careful with it right now here, because it moved up so quickly. There are so many people in profit. Of course, we do know this is a very interesting project, because yeah, there are, let's say, games getting built on the Gala Games app. You know, they're building projects, several projects, and they have like this in-game currency for NFTs that you can be buying in the metaverse, of course. So pretty excited about what we do have over here. It's a play to earn. It's a metaverse token, of course. So yeah, it's pretty exciting what they're doing, but you can see clearly you're buying into a top of a hype cycle. So is it smart, and is it worth the risk to be buying into Gala right now? I don't think so. I don't think that you has right now a very good price to be buying into this project. So that's the reason why you should be a little bit more cautious. Like we do know here as well, is that we are very close towards peak cycles of the gaming cycle, in my opinion, the gaming hype cycle. So please be careful with that. I'm not saying it's going to be over. I think for this token, it's a good long-term investment. But for the imminent short term, I do think that you're paying maybe a little bit too much here. But if this token is going to come down, let's say to 20 cents or whatsoever, I will be accumulating it once again, because then I think it's going to be a very good risk to reward buy. But right now, it's standing a little bit too high for me, and I don't. Yeah, it's just too big of a risk over here, in my opinion. So could be creating another symmetrical triangle. It is currently creating another symmetrical triangle. This could be leading towards a massive breakout on the market. This breakout towards on the market could be leading towards, yeah, very significant volatility, and it could be leading, of course, towards significant price surges on the market. So it's going to be quite excited about, yeah, where we're heading towards from this point here. So it's going to be a thing that I will be keeping my eyes wide open on here. So yeah, pretty interesting. BART could be heading towards right now, but squeezing its price action in towards an apex, and it's going to be showing us a lot of volatility in the coming hours ahead of us right now here. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. And I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this current point of recording. So yeah, it's very exciting. By the way, Bitcoin shooting up ever so slightly above the 57,000 US dollars right now, guys. So 10 more minutes, so we're going to close this 1 hour candle. Guys, can we get towards 1,000 likes on the stream before closing this 1 hour candle? That would be truly amazing if we do get this over here. Everyone is saying it already, chat here. Bitcoin is moving. Bitcoin is indeed moving ever so slightly towards the upside. So Simon Lead is saying here, they are starting to sell land in a game 9 hours ago here. Might give a pump, and that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting what they're doing here. Of course, this could be for sure result in a further continuation up here. But of course, we do know that they have several games they're working on it, and of course, are coming more and more games by it. They're pretty simple games basically, but you can be buying in-game stuff here with their tokens. So yeah, it's for sure a good project. I do think this is a very good development project, and they're building more and more games on it. And it's just very excited. They, of course, have 3 games right now in development. And they're spending, yeah, they're doing a very good job here. And, of course, as soon as they're going to come more games, they're going to be maybe even come bigger developers towards this project. It's going to be allowing a very excited time here. And I think the developer is going to be, the game developer is going to be probably very big here in the space. And it could be maybe one of those companies that are going to be as big as, let's say, those other big gaming companies. And these other big gaming companies are making a bunch of money. And, of course, with their in-game currency, it's pretty sick what they're doing, of course. So I'm looking forward towards where it is going to be heading towards, and I think for sure it's going to be an exciting coin that we do have on the market. And yeah, Bitcoin is indeed moving up, but it's already coming down there versus like right now. Another 9 more minutes, guys, before this 1 hour candle is going to close, and these are very crucial times to see where it is going to close here. Helping to sell those. Yeah, indeed. Rejection or breakout, exciting. I mean, yeah, it's going to be very important where we're going to head towards right now in the last 9 minutes. What's your age? I'm 20 years old, my man. You're driving a Range Rover. I mean, it would be very appropriate to ride a Range Rover, but no, I'm not doing so currently. Do you think Cuddy is going to be pumping once the jet gets released? But let me look into Cuddy here. Cuddy has already moved up particularly quickly. Yeah, like in the recent hours, It recovered its downtrend. CODI is moving up here 36% in just a matter of less than 2 days, of course. So that's pretty exciting what we did got on the market over there. CODI, of course, moving down. Came in a massive downtrend. I mean, it's moving in a bigger scale. It's moving up, right? Higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. It's moving up in a very healthy pace towards the upside. Double top was getting formed on the highs, like you can see over here. Double top getting formed since then. We came down ever so slightly. So if we're going to compare the previous highs, of course, on the market to see where we could be finding some support or resistance from. Could be, of course, this range over here that we're already trading against. So resistance could be getting found on this range, of course. So if you're going to flip this level into the red here, you can clearly see this, of course, a major level of resistance that we could be ready trading against. So what I eventually want to be seeing for CODI right here on the exact time we're recording is a breakthrough of this range high over here. If we break this resistance box over here, what previously provides very strong support and resistance, this is going to be having a positive wider view on the market. Because if this is going to be playing out, this will be allowing CODI to see definitely new all-time highs in my opinion. So right now it's going to be definitely decision time. Could be seeing a major rejection from this point, but it will be as well come down to Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to perform a little bit better? Bitcoin not going to create another shakeout? It's going to be having a wider positive effect for CODI right now. But Bitcoin is indeed moving up right now here. And of course, we're about to break out the falling wedge. Falling wedge breakout could be resulting another 3% surge towards the upside. So I do personally think there's going to be a huge pump around the corner for Bitcoin. That's what I personally expect right now. It could be as well playing out in the last 7 minutes of the 11 o'clock candle here. So we're just going to wait to see how it's going to be playing out here. We do know it's 11 o'clock. We do know that we can see quite significant amounts of volatility come back towards the market, but of course a breakout of the falling wedge over here is already going to be having a wider positive effect on the market. So I'm definitely looking forward towards how we are going to be performing like, and breaking this narrow resistance line on the top side here of these candles is going to be already a very significant step towards the right direction here. So it's going to be very excited about where we're heading towards right now here, and we're just going to witness it for the coming 6 minutes. And guys, should I as well stay live for the next 1 hour candle class? Let me know in the chat here. If you guys are going to absolutely smash up the subscribe button right now here, we could be maybe staying live for another hour here. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so we can be even continue the market further on. So everyone's saying it in the chat, Bitcoin is moving right now. Indeed, we are moving up here, and we are witnessing it live on the stream, of course. So 57.2k almost again. So Bitcoin is indeed moving up, like you can see in the 1 minute candles as well, particularly significantly. It's moving up in some kind of a parabolic structure once again on the 1 minute candle. So it's looking very good here, and I would like to see, of course, these significant candles towards the upside, just like we created them over there as well. So 57.2k is getting approached right here. Of course, last time around we got rejected around this range over here, so it's going to be quite exciting about what we do have over here right now. And of course, we're closing in towards the last 5 minutes, and you see, of course, the last few minutes on these 1 hour candles are going to be the most volatile minutes. And like I said several times before, and of course, if you're just tuning in towards the stream here, guys, I think today is going to be an extremely volatile day because the monthly candle close is in 13 hours. So expect major volatility as well to Bitcoin on these coming 13 hours ahead of itself right now here. So don't think Bitcoin is going to do anything too boring right now today. I think Bitcoin is totally not going to form a boring day. Bitcoin is going to form an extremely exciting day instead today here. So you can still see the 4 hourly candles were right now bouncing back very strongly. Still want to be approaching this resistance target on the top side, guys. I definitely can't wait to see how this level is going to get retested again. And of course, eventually, if we're going to be breaking through the range high, is going to be quite crucial, of course. So a lot of people saying in the chat, Ethereum is absolutely crushing Bitcoin right now. And look at what Ethereum is indeed doing, guys. Ethereum is moving up here. And I mean, I have been warning you guys several times about Ethereum going to be outperforming Bitcoin. Of course, just early today in the stream here, I have said it already, and I will be still saying it, Ethereum is going to see a massive continuation towards the upside for the Bitcoin comparison. So Ethereum is going to take out a lot of valuation against Bitcoin, and I personally see Ethereum heading towards this 0.085 target, because that's going to be the target of the bull flag scenario that we did got create. And of course, since we broke out of this trend line over here, we are expecting a very significant continuation towards the upside. And right now, 1 hour and 5 minutes from now on, we're as well going to close this 4 hour candle. And if this 4 hour candle is going to break out, yeah, guys, it's going to be game on for Ethereum. It's going to be game on for Ethereum, and it's going to become very exciting, man. It's going to be very exciting. So I can't wait to see what we're going to be having from this point. I definitely can't wait to see. It's going to be exciting times for sure. It's going to be extremely exciting times for sure, I should say. So 4 more minutes, guys. The last 4 minutes are closing in. We do know here, like we just saw a moment ago, like on this candle with this big wick on the top side, this pump literally happened in 2 minutes time here. So we're going to wait here what's going to be happening here. These last 3 minutes could be happening. Everything could be still happening to Bitcoin. So the 11 o'clock pump is real. I mean, it's not a very significant 11 o'clock pump yet. But I would like to see, of course, this continue its way towards the upside and really show us a very strong pump here. Maybe in towards the next 1 hour candle, we could be then see the continuation up here. So it would be definitely lovely here to see here. 1 hour, right? No, in 1 hour is the 4 hour candle is going to close here. So 1 hour and 3 minutes, the 4 hour candle will be closing. So not 2, 1. 4,500 Ethereum. Ethereum, yeah, of course, some exchanges we already touched the 4,500 probably, but currently still on the exchanges I'm currently witnessing and on the exchange where I'm currently looking at, I see all my because I'm here looking to my trading view, and I've like 6 or 7 exchanges, and I still see that the highest Ethereum currently traded is trading on 4,495. So still $5 away before smashing up towards the $4,500 target for Ethereum. But I think we're going to reach it today here. We're going to be most likely reach it here today for Ethereum. So yeah, pretty exciting things here, what we do have on the market right now. I just put 3K in Ethereum, bro. That's very nice. And of course, haters are going to say it's a fake bump. Haters are going to always say it's going to be a fake bump. So it's very lovely to see Ethereum pushing and crushing through towards the upside. So yeah, some exchanges we are already seeing 57.2K for Bitcoin. Got 2 hours left. That's very nice to know. Very nice to know. Not 2. No, indeed. Why the heck are people so scared to short? I don't understand. I mean, shorting the bull market is definitely scary. I should be for sure scary as well to short the market, especially because the funding rates came down right now. Because if the funding rates are extremely high here, you can short the market. But funding rates are dipping negative right now, what means that they're going to become more that are basically more shorters on some exchanges than longer. So indeed, I do understand that why people are scared to short right now, and I should definitely, in my opinion, not short at all right now from this point. It would be stupid to short the market over here. Yeah, maybe very minor scalp shorts you could be do so, but longer than 4 or 5 hours to open your short is going to be irresponsible. Maybe 12 hours maximum, but don't short very long the market. Scalp short you could be doing so, but not a very long time frame, not a very high time frames over here. 57.2K right now, very strong what we're seeing over here. I was gone for a minute and came back to see Rover do his magic. Nicholas said that's true. We are seeing once again the magic apply towards the chart, and you can see 1 more minute till the Bitcoin is going to close this 1 hour candle, and like you can see over here, the 1 hour candles is then indeed going to be breaking this downward sloping resistance line here on this market. Well, it's going to be having a wider positive effect here, so looking good. If Bitcoin breaks this resistance, bro, we're gonna remove his shirt. No, bro, don't spam in the chat. I'm not gonna remove my shirt and flex. Not going to do so. Not on the stream, at least. Please don't spam in the chat here. Pumping even more. Yeah, bro, we're indeed moving up here. Last 50 seconds right now is going to get entered. Pumping more. This is a fake pump. We will be filling up the CME. I mean, we don't necessarily always have to fill up the CME if you're going to look back to our spree. I mean, if you're still waiting for the CME to get filled up, I said this several times before. Look at Ethereum going, guys, by the way. Ethereum on some exchange right now touched the 4,500, but if you're still waiting for the CME gap to get filled, you are right now still waiting to be buying your Bitcoins on $9,000. So oh man, are you really still waiting for the $9,000 Bitcoin to get reached here before you're going to be buying into towards it? I don't think it's smart here. Ethereum 10K or Bitcoin 100K first. I think personally it's going to be Ethereum. Stocks are going to ruin the party. I mean, stocks indeed came down particularly massively, the S&P 500 especially. But yeah, indeed they could be ruining the party right now here. But so far it looks to be that they're calming off right now. And of course, the correction in the Bitcoin market, this correction move down here came because of the stock market coming down, of course, once again. So no, I don't think it's going to ruin the party right now here, unless, of course, on the stock market open, we're going to see more significant correction that could be dragging Bitcoin once again down here. Thanks on the haters. Ethereum Classic we'll be checking out in a moment here. Let me see. At 100K, at least a shower with a shower. I mean, at 100K, guys, if Bitcoin is going to reach 100K, I will be pop a champagne bottle live on stream, guys. Should I pop a champagne bottle if Bitcoin reach 100K here? Because I will be live anyway. It doesn't care how late it whatsoever. But once Bitcoin reach 100K, I will be live streaming. Maybe if I'm in an airplane, I'm going to stream in the freaking airplane. It doesn't matter where. I mean, last time Bitcoin broke all-time high, I just landed in the Netherlands and then Bitcoin broke all-time highs. I remember it was like in when was it like in August or so maybe. When was it, of course, when we first time broke our all-time high? But then I literally landed, I came home and I went live right away. It was like it was over here. It was October. It was October, yeah. It was October. Over here, I was scared that we were setting an all-time high while it was flying, but we didn't. And then, of course, this massive pump happened while I was just coming home, of course. So that was pretty exciting what we did have over there. So, yeah, hopefully we're going to see similar things here. Hopefully we're not going to be setting an all-time high, well, definitely like in an airplane or whatsoever. But for sure, if Bitcoin is going to be live, if Bitcoin is going to break 100K, I'm going to be most certainly do my best to be there. And we're going to be popping a champagne bottle here. And it's going to be a very exciting day here. It's going to be absolutely exciting day here. I definitely can't wait for it. Popping bubbles, indeed. What happens first? VeChain $1 or 10K Ethereum? It's going to be a very good question. And it's going to be definitely very close, I think. I think, Kevin, that's going to be very close. It's going to be the race to the finish line. It really depends on how VeChain is going to react to the month of December. I personally think VeChain is going to be a very strong coin for December because of the supply chain blockchains. Yeah, looking forward towards it. And live Lambo delivery. I mean, I will be ordered the Lambo afterwards. So, yeah, let's see what we're going to get here. New subscriber from the Netherlands. Thank you so much, Jasper. Thank you so much, Jasper. Let me see. I think it's just disappointing. It's just give the market some time. So Bitcoin closed the 1 hour candle, by the way. Yeah, broke out of this of this falling wedge structure over here. Was of course in the typical bullish bias pattern that we do see on the market right now. So I do personally expect the continuation is going to be likely towards the upside again. Ethereum as well coming down a few dollars. It touched the $4,500 again here. That's definitely lovely to see, but let me quickly move in towards Ethereum Classic for a second here. So I personally think Ethereum Classic is an absolute shit coin, and I think you should stay away from it. So I should stay away from it right now. I think it's not going to be performing good here. This was once again a pump and dump. Like I warned everyone about. I mean, I bought this Ethereum Classic coin literally in the bear market. Don't ask me why, because I was buying into all kinds of stupid coins here. But yeah, I made of course a very significant gain, but I already sold halfway point here. I sold halfway point, but I mean eventually I'm good off it, of course, right? So Ethereum Classic is a shit coin and I should not hold it. That's what I say right now. It can increase in valuation, yes. Is it likely to be once again perform so good here? If Bitcoin is going to reach 100k, break through 100k, it's going to be likely that Ethereum Classic is going to perform very good here. But at the end of the day, it keeps staying a shitcoin. It is a shitcoin and it will stay a shitcoin. So I should not suggest buying it towards this project right here. I don't like it at least. Let me see. Little retest then. Yeah, well, why not come for the retest for Bitcoin? Retest for Bitcoin will be for sure not bearish at all here. We'll be only having a more bullish effect on the market eventually. So yeah, on the daily time frame, you can clearly still see Bitcoin daily time frame forming a particularly big wick on the lower side, and of course retesting the lower side of the falling wedge here. So it's looking particularly good here right now. It's looking particularly good. So I'm definitely looking forward towards where we're heading towards right here on the current time of recording. Let me see. I just want also, I mean, for me as well, I would love to see altcoins definitely exploding. But we'll be bringing massive life-changing wealth, of course, to everyone probably. So I'm definitely look forward towards where it could be heading towards from that point here. It has no future in my opinion. I don't know where you're talking about, which project. I think that Ethereum Classic. I don't think Ethereum Classic has any good future, to be honest. And if I think you should as well stay away from it because I think it's a bad investment, at least in my opinion. Just like always, no financial advice, of course. Let's see. Look at total 1, total 2, and total 3. I mean, yeah, we could look at the total market capitalizations. Of course, this total market cap of the whole cryptocurrency market here. We have been bouncing back very strongly. What you can see here that we're forming a major cup and handle, and we retested the neckline of the cup and handle, like you can see over here. And this, of course, has a price target around to 3.7 trillion. Let's just say it like that. 3.7 trillion. What is, of course, from this point, of course, another 44% gain here in the whole cryptocurrency market, with, of course, another 1.4 trillion US dollars, so $1 trillion. So yeah, it looks particularly good here in terms of the total market capitalization. Total 2, of course, so total market capitalization excluding Bitcoin has formed basically similar structures. We can clearly see total market capitalization of the altcoins as well is still trading particularly close towards all-time highs here, which is only a 30 trillion US dollars away from it. And right now we could be, of course, seeing a very significant increase because we're seeing similar structures getting formed there. Neckline getting retested and flipping this level into support, so it looks particularly good right now here. And I'm very excited about it, how it's going to be looking here. Let me see. bears will be getting wrecked. So, I mean, bears will be eventually always get wrecked here. But guys, nevertheless, unfortunately, let me go to my big screen here. So guys, thanks so much for watching to this amazing update video here on the channel. Unfortunately, I will be heading out right now here because I still got some things to do, and I have to go for lunch real quickly because my stomach is definitely very hungry right now. So guys, what I will be saying to you guys out there is that I will be back later today. I will be promising you guys, I will be back later today because today is of course going to be a very important day here because yeah, we're going to be having the monthly candle close. So I do still think the volatility is going to be relatively high today. So if we're going to see any momentum, or if we're going to see any potential market moves here, I will be the first one who's going to smash up that like button here. So guys, in the meantime, make sure to check out my Twitter page here at RoverCSC. So don't forget to follow me as well on Twitter. If you do want to be trading crypto, don't forget to sign up, check out bitfinex and BYBIT, because they're both offering you right now not a $3,500 deposit bonus, but BYBIT is offering a $4,100 deposit bonus, and bitfinex currently 3,500. So Spitzberg as well, if you want to be buying cryptos with of course APY, so gain extra money on your crypto while just doing nothing, just passive income, check out Spitzberg over here. I'm very bad with these things. Just check out Spitzberg. But guys, nevertheless, I will be back later today if you want to be seeing me, of course. So don't forget to smash up the bell notification here, because if you smash up and slap up the bell notification, you're not going to miss out on it. But guys, nevertheless, thank you so much for watching again towards this amazing stream, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.